Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good to see you all. Also, right off the top of the bat, thank you so much to Cosmic Zombie for the 50 bucks. Quote, thank you for being such a positive voice. I really appreciate you and your videos a lot. Thank you so very much. Honestly, I know that things are a little bit tough right now in the world of Destiny, and I'm glad I can provide at least a little bit of positivity. You know, like, whilst it's definitely not a thing where we should sit there and deny that there are problems with the game, it's also one of those things where I know that a bunch of other people are talking about them, and frankly, I'm the lore guy. I don't think you guys need me talking about stuff that's problematic with the game unless it's something that directly pertains to the lore. You know, and you know, there are some things like the narrative of Ash9, you know, definitely was not perfect, definitely is not great, but at the same time, there's a lot of cool lore still going on, so I'm very happy to go ahead and talk about all of that. But yes, thank you so much, Cosmic Zombie, for the 50 bucks right off the bat. And hello to all of the regulars on both YouTube and on Twitch. Also, Deathstorm Dag, thank you for the tier 1 sub over on Twitch. But yeah, heard you're getting into Eve / Vanguard lore, maybe? Honestly, probably not right now. It's far too early to tell if I'll do anything more. I had a fun moment on stream where I was playing, well, I wasn't streaming, Fallout was streaming. I joined him on a sponsored stream that he did. And I know literally nothing about that world, so maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Whew. Alright, let's jump on into the game. Yeah, we're gonna wait on 10. And when 10 is in... Oh, goodness, everybody's dropping their subs right now. Crassus, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. But yeah, no, when 10 jumps in, we're going to be doing a little bit of fire team ops. And just getting through things. Guys, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm at 442. And my highest is a 444. Like, I know I can do it. I just got to keep pushing. I'm nearly there. Ah... Game on into the jump. Yes, indeed. Goodness gracious. Did I actually say that wrong? Oh gosh, if I did, that's going to be a thing. Oh my gosh, everybody over on Twitch. Wow, Fat Cat Dad, thank you so much for the 2 months of Prime. Greetings, good sir. Wow, look at that. Got a little bit of a hype train going over on Twitch. And a real human being. Thank you so much to the homie Turtle, who's given you that sub. Welcome to the gang on Twitch as well. Thank you for the gifted sub there, homie Turtle. If you need someone to not help, then just shoot me a DM. Rana Teacup, you are one of the regulars in the stream, and you are one of the people who I've seen on here enough to know that you are not going to be a random shitposter. That being, well, shitposter in the wrong way of, like, blurging profanity all over the place. That being said, 10 is I think 10 said she was jumping on in a bit, so yeah, we are probably going to do that. We can probably just jump on in with some fire team ops, but if it turns out that 10 is just here to mod the stream and whatnot, I might consider it. But yeah, we'll see. Ooh, Unfall is a reward here. Yeah, let's do this. You vaguely ready to go, by the way, Ares? Ooh, let me say that again without being deafened. Are you vaguely ready to go, by the way, Ares? Gotcha. Cool. 10, when I see you're in the chat. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Cool. In that case, I will wait for you to jump on into the fire team, and then we will start the thing. Okay. Ah, cat modifier. One sec, let me actually turn on Discord audio so that you guys can actually be heard. That might help. Just a wee bit.
Just a little.
You don't want to sound like you're talking to yourself?
Yeah, that would be weird. Deathstorm Dag, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs over on Twitch. And Little Squish, and thank you for the 3 months. Goodness gracious, gang. That's a level 3 hype train. Holy shit. Yeah, gosh, I don't know what to say. Thank you, guys. Of all the people I want to play D2 with, you're the number one. Your vibes, your good vibes always. So thank you, homie Turtle. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I started today and I had a really... I didn't sleep great, and I also was working super late into the night. I was writing up the
I
experience. I was writing up the experience from D-Rising in the background, and it's been interesting to say the least. And yeah, did not get great sleep. Woke up and practically jumped straight into stream. And you know what? It's been really lovely to see all of you jump on in with all the hype over on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you, gang.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, goodness. Oh my god, Cosmic Zombie over here on Twitch too. Prime, welcome. Welcome to the gang. I'll say it again, by the way, Cosmic. Thank you so much for the big dono at the very beginning. Really appreciate that. Alright, gang.
Are you heading offline?
Hang on a sec. Hold up. Let me figure something out.
It's either that or my...
Nope, I'm offline. Don't mind me.
Oh, you. I snuck in before that then.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, because I was like, I see several other people on my friends list, but it could just be that trying to load slowly.
That would be fun. You know what's great as well? My my manual deafen on Discord is not working, so that's great.
oh boy.
In that, with all that being said, let me fix that in the background. But Deathstorm Dag, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I have a spinfoil lore theory I'd like to ask you about, but also super happy to be here. Super happy to finally catch a stream. I'm all here for lore theories. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Like, yeah, very, very happy to go ahead and hear that from you, Dag. Like, yeah, go right ahead. Where are my hotkeys? You know what, before we do this, let's actually jump on into the game so that I'm not just leaving people hanging.
I mean, I don't care.
I mean, you know, that's fine, but also we got people watching on the stream, so I want to make sure that we're
We've
actually
got power level to get.
we got power level to get.
Oh.
But yeah, no.
1 a.m. Got 450, baby.
Wait, what? You got 450 at 1 a.m.?
Yep. And then I was like, all right, bed.
Sheesh. Freaky.
I did pass on the theory.
Oh my goodness, hang on. Hold up. Whoa, okay. Yep, there we go. My deafen is now fixed up. Okay, right. Sorry about that. Ugh. Hey, yay, yay. That will hopefully help when doing things. Hello, Ray Steelcase. Or Ray Steel Scale. My apologies on that. Whew. Also, welcome back, Mr. Marshmallow. I see that you are jumping into a bunch of the streams. I really appreciate the presence, man. Thank you. But good news, Byth can now be deft. I could always be deft, unfortunately. I'm playing on Grandmaster activities, man. There is a lot of death to be found. A lot of deft. Sadly, it's a much more common occurrence than I might like. Oh, jeez. For example, all these bozos behind me. The steel case is the worst pronunciation I've ever heard. In that case, it's not a mispronunciation. It's me misreading it. But yeah, it's pretty bad. So sorry, Steel Scale. Oh, yay. They are 100% teasing a red power of some kind in the future in that Renegades reveal? How so, Jacob? What's your take on that? Is it because of the Dredgen's lightsaber, the power coming from the, like, super weapon of the Barent Imperium? What's your take on that? Due to financials, I can't play the expansion, but I always love watching a stream, dude. Oh, thank you, Crimson Samurai. I'm sorry to hear about that, but hey, you know, you can always jump on in the free portion at very least. I know that's no consolation when it could be new content, but like, hey, there's something. I'm glad that you're here watching the streams too. You're always welcome here. Sorry for the huge dialogue box. I pasted it in there. Wait, did I miss it? Am I blind?
Yeah, it was,
Did it get scranked by Nightbot? Or was it before stuff? I completely missed it, I fear.
Oh, that was I thought that was Net gave me. If you remember yesterday, there was
Oh,
the
yes, yes.
crazy secretary.
Yeah,
I
okay, gotcha.
posted that at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking of what Deathstorm Dag was saying. Yeah, I don't know where you posted that,
I wonder if it was
Dag.
too long.
I think it might have been too long and
Yeah.
Twitch might have eaten it, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Hmm. Yeah, I fear it may have been eaten there, Dag. Unfortunately, Twitch only allows messages of a certain length, but it should hopefully be okay. Guys, thank you so much for the level 4 hype train, by the way. Really love that from you, gang. Thank you. Ooh, hang on. Let me go back for those aforementioned buffs.
Yeah.
Fun fact I only just realized a few weeks back, if you have shield enemies and you have an anti-barrier weapon, it will shoot through the shield.
Yeah.
Transmat converter. Ooh, this is the frost armor one. Me likey. This is good.
Consider.
Indeed.
With the horde.
Oh yeah, that works too. Deathstorm, if you just give it in like a really condensed version of it, and then we can expand from there. You know, like you just pasting a bunch of blocks of text is probably not immediately conducive to it, but like, give us the Spark Notes version and we can expand from that. How about that? Aha! Getting frost armor stacks on a kill is just very nice. I'm very much a big fan. God, we need to kill the specific ads in order to get the thing for this, don't we?
Oh, there's the crystal back here. I can kill this guy now.
Nice. Good. 1 sec, I got the res. At least I will in a second. Oop. Ooh, found an unstable power unit. One more and we can break that guy's shield, hopefully. Maybe two, depending on whether he has a slither of health or not.
Let's take off our backs.
Weird seeing that I'm now getting tier 4 tech sec stuff. Wouldn't it be cool if the Barum Imperium Lieutenant we see with Dredge and Bale is a former follower of Callus? We know he hates Keitel and may also be helping the Rogue Scions. Interesting. Huh. I'm a fan of that potential theory. Yeah, he still has a tiny bit of shield. Give it a second. This next thing that spawns will break it, I think.
Yeah.
Here we go. Because he's not supposed to have that shield left. There we go. Oof, okay. Yeah, I like that theory. Then again, I feel as though we need some more expansion on this generally. We have little bits and pieces in the lore. Thanks to Ishtar, we now know a little bit more. But like, yeah, there's still a lot that we need to learn about Barrent Imperium and where they actually originate from. The intriguing thing is how much infrastructure they have already built up, which is what's kind of crazy. Your theory is that Tanix is the Lord of Every Nothing, Cad? By God. He's too powerful. Far too powerful. Is 10 kind of quiet for anyone else, or am I going deaf? I have 10 turned way up on my personal things, but she might be a bit low for you all. Let me see if I can alter some bits and pieces here real quick. Oh. I'm now hearing Robot 10.
That's
You guys need to stop giving Tanix steel chairs. This is too much power. It's frankly terrifying degree of power. Okay. I don't know if 10 will re-establish connection at some point soon, but I've turned her up significantly in some Discord settings. Hopefully that helps.
Well, we'll see.
You guys need to stop talking about Tanix like he's an SCP. This is terrifying. This could be incredibly bad. Nice. Got that in there.
You've got a bit of a puzzle there.
And 2 wyverns.
Yeah, it's a little more than 2.
Oh, they're multiplying.
Yeah, cellular mitosis, we love that. Oh god, there's more. You know, fuck everything in that direction.
Yeah.
We're just gonna Nova Bomb that and pray for the best.
Ooh, devour seeds.
Deathstorm Dag. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits. Send my Cliff Notes version. Oh my gosh. I think the lore tab for the Coin Alice 2 hence hints at the return of Lysander, I think is what you mean to say there. Or the start of a more intense human rebellion. We know the conductor is still on Earth, and it would be really cool to introduce another human enemy. That's the Spark Notes. I don't think you're wrong with regards to the boiling over of like tensions in the city. I don't know if it sparks a full-on human rebellion, but if it is going to spark a full-on human rebellion, it's not impossible that Lysander is the figure to lead that. So, like, I think there is something to it. I just don't know how relevant it's going to immediately be in the story and the lore, if that makes sense. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let's get this puzzle. Right, so, what's the next one? I believe this is we need to kill enemies to get the code segments for the password.
Diamond Square Bank.
So yeah, the first one we just need to kill the 1 enemy to get it, but the Cypher Keepers now drop 2. There we are.
Okay, yeah.
So we have diamond in this. Oops. There we go. Skating replication of chickens. Yeah, there are quite a few chickens. We're now square, diamond square. Oh, what? Oh, apparently we have extra grenades as well. Like weird alternative grenade types.
Square on them.
Square, and then diamond, and we need another square. Oh no, someone hit the square again. You know, fuck this. Fuck everything about this. Christ, 10 squaring off with a fucking chicken there. Christ, and I'm like, I'm astounded you're alive.
Same. Devour is a hell of a thing.
Nova Bomb, aka the fuck this button. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so we have diamond first, which I've got. And then we have pyramid over here. And then lost diamond is there. Hopefully gets rid of all of it. Kenny, hyper beam. Whoa.
Yeah, did you see that?
We love the, oh, we're about to despawn, let's dump all our ammo now situation that the ads have. Hey, hey, hey. Do the ads just have a big propensity to shoot at you and only you, 10? Or is it just like everything is... I don't know why they're choosing to bully you in particular today, but it's really quite rude.
I am the small and sassy one.
Vex deliberately knew that this would be the way to fuck around with the fire team. Are the Neomuna annoyed, more superior, and frankly compatible than Siva since it was... I'm so confused by your question, Gears and Arms. Why are you comparing the Neomuni to Siva? Like, are you saying are they annoyed with Siva? Like, I'd love to answer the question there, but I'm really not sure what it is. Sorry to be a stickler about it. I really just don't know what you're trying to say. Are the Neomuni more annoyed at Siva because they made a better version of it? I'm not sure exactly how that would translate or work, but hey, you know. You know, it's been nearly a decade and I still do not know... I did not know the name of the voice actor for Devrim K. Gideon Emery. Thank you for that. Crimson Samurai. Hey, how you doing, Yoshi? Good to see you, buddy.
Yoshi hydrate.
Oh.
I know that.
I got stuck in
You got stuck inside of a cube?
I got stuck inside a
cube.
Shibari cage and then
Oh, that's... okay. We're describing it like that now. Okay, alright.
you know me. Listen, Rat's there and is waiting for my commentary.
Normally you leave it in the freaking Twitch chat. You and Rat just become, like, unhinged in chat. Brought this into the stream itself now, by God. Yeah, Yoshi, Cad isn't quite kidding either. Like, there's literally blood rain in the world of Destiny. Not in the actual physical world, it's more in the lore. But, like, yeah, things are... The sky is the weeping blood, and it's very bad. It's a very not good time. Oh, come on. Ow, fuck off. For fuck's sake. Trying to get my Reaper's Tithe off, and then immediately pain. Let's actually do this properly now. There we go. Yeah, it is metal as fuck. So I don't know how much Destiny you kept up with, Yoshi, but like, the member of the Nine who was bound to Earth called 3 is dead. And that's a big problem because now Earth appears to be destabilizing a lot. Like, we're getting a lot of like lore about how it's getting big Plagues of Egypt vibes up in here. And it's really, it's not good. It's looking pretty bad. Like, incredibly bad. Red phosphorus is the actual thing that it was raining, but like, yeah. it has been described as red phosphorus and then has been described as blood rain of earth, which is, you know, that's it. Yeah, not good. Life, are you gonna try and hit 550 or are you satisfied with 450? I mean, if I can hit 550, that would be nice, but also I think it's just a case of time. Like this time around with this seasonal update and everything, we have way less of an ability to go ahead and actually do things. Because there's less time than we would normally have. Because normally these things are supposed to be expansions with 6-month wait periods, and this time around it's only 4 months between Age of Fate and Renegades. What I will say is that I think it's possible, but I'm also kind of waiting for Bungie to, you know, really hit the accelerator on the leveling and make it significantly better than it already is. Like, they've done a bunch of improvements, even so, but, like, yeah, they still need to go ahead and just not be afraid of really hitting the gas. Like, they were at a 2 with regards to the speed. They're now at, like, a 6. They need to be going at, like, a 12 or a 13, you know? Like, it's, they need to, especially if this is going to reset every 6 months, like, they really need to make it so that we go fast. So we can go ahead and get the loot that we want each season.
With that twid. Big twid. A lot of good
Yeah.
stuff in there for that.
There is a lot of good stuff. It's getting there. You know? It's slowly but surely. I still think they just need to keep pushing in this direction. Like, yes, they are doing things, but more. Like, don't be afraid. Like, I want to see some things where it's like, compared to the original, it's now 800% better. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I want to get to that.
Let me just.
Oh my god! Don't get hit by the Harpies contain. It's bad. It's really bad. Harpy contain is really mean.
Real bad, yeah. Just gotta get close so I can smack it.
Trying to rebuild my Warlock support build and you do this to me? I ran a teacup. What did you expect?
Oh, I'm in this. Shh. Stop. Oh.
Are you slashing? Hell yeah.
Oh,
I saw the gold task and I wondered.
It's so fun.
We the other day on stream with the UK gang, we did I played Tractor Cannon while everyone else used Gold Tusk, and oh man, that was on a yeah, on Cutthroat Combat nonetheless. We killed the boss with like yeah, just so much. Oh my god, we didn't even need a single hoop.
Yeah,
kind of insane. I say that only because I don't remember if you were there for that one, Ares. My apologies.
No, you're good. I'm with work. I'm very in and out.
Get out of here. Steel chair.
There we go.
Lost one.
Need square. Pyramid. What?
Ah. Ken, is there a reason why you're off on the boondocks?
I am.
You exploring?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the next one.
I mean, it's all
also trying to grab,
it's all over here. Like all our shit's in this direction.
Easy.
I was also trying to find the data pads.
Ares, you are disconnecting, my guy. I hate to.
I got Weasel.
Oh yes, that Minotaur was punting the shit out of you constantly. Oh, not Minotaur, sorry, Wyvern. Vex types, they're all mythical creatures.
That's rude.
Yeah. Do you want us to hold on boss kill to see if you can rejoin? I don't know if you can, but like maybe.
If possible, I'll try.
Yep. Let's just back it up a wee bit.
Oh, do you want to rejoin your previous activity? Yes,
Yay! Fuck your detainment cage, boss. You know what I will do? I will tell that wyvern to fuck off, because, yeah. Newish here, love the content. Would you happen to have dim links for your loadout? Sadly, no, Jack. I don't really do builds as a thing, but I can show you what I'm using. It's nothing too crazy. The setup is basically like a mixture of the very typical Warlock Lightning Surge builds on Prismatic that you'll see, and then a full tech set gear set, which just means that whenever I get a kinetic weapon kill on a major, or if I break their shields, which is easier as well, I do a bunch of disorient. The other big thing I'm using, I think, for the build is Forced Memorializer here, which has 2 perks which specifically play into kinetics. Bewildering Blast means that if you get a kill, you can reload, and then the next target you hit has a little explosive that then disorients things nearby. So it's basically, it's like Kill Clip, except it's with disorientation. And then, yeah, the other perk, whenever you throw you get a debuff target kill, with any elemental debuff, it loads ancillary ordnance there, and on a kill it will then drop a micro missile out of a guy that will then shoot towards someone else. It's very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the second perk there, but it is what it is. It's got a lot of kinetic synergies, which I really enjoy. Ooh, get out. Ooh, don't like that.
Yep. Sir, I don't want to be strung up. Stop it.
Game did a mean thing and gave me full sword ammo, so...
Oh. So love that this...
ammo.
Love that this guy is just giving me the big jukes right now. That's great.
Oh, get...
Literally just one tap him, he's so close. It's just like...
Oh, I wish I had sword ammo. Or not, no sword ammo.
There we go.
Nope.
Yeah, the detain, I don't know why it just insta-kills, but it does. It's incredibly rude. Right.
That is a prime? Okay.
Nice.
She's like that parasitic fungus that takes over
Ooh.
ants and spiders.
Ooh.
Forcing her to
Ooh, this is
decay
actually a
against
very
her
good
will.
Aurora
And
Dawn.
now she's infested the Cabal.
Okay. I mean, it's not powerful technically because it's the same power level as what's going on, but we'll lock that. Oh, the unfall is kind of terrible, but it's fine.
Over the Echo is waning. Stay in the fight. We're almost home.
Fear, I may have had any powerfuls I would have actually gotten go either into slots that already had them, or just go straight to the postie, and I'm not sure. But either way, we'll launch back into another. Just keep going.
Both my other drops were the same. Damn.
Oh yeah, Cad did do a lore redeem.
Ah, okay, Cad. Sorry, I missed that. Oh yeah, that was 10 minutes ago. Goddamn. Sorry, dude. I shall get to that. Is it okay if we finish this next round of stuff and then we get to that, Cad? Sorry, I know that I'm in a very odd place today with regards to just energy levels, so I want to be able to get back into the groove of things before I do anything.
Oh, he wants to hear you read the...
Oh, you
Blood
want to
Rain.
hear about the Blood Rain? That's a little bit scattered, but I can totally do that for you. I mean, honestly, real quick, because it's 1 or 2 lines. 10, would you mind taking a second to refund his thing? I'll do one quick thing here now. Let me see if I actually have it in my lore readings or if I can pull it from Ishtar. Because it's so small, it's not a proper reading. I don't think it's worthy of that. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. AM Prapsic Observation 42. This is Arno Mahal. Here's what AM stands for, probably, not AM as in AM or PM. A Guardian had magenta stains on their armor as a result from the rain. I have previously witnessed unusual weather phenomena, but this is the first time I have heard of Earth raining red phosphorus, like tears of blood, a mourning planet. You see a ton of different observations from Arnor with this same kind of format throughout the As Without lore book, and it basically goes through everything that's happened as a result of 3 dying. You know, it's like a lot of stuff here is really bad. It's not good. Like, there's a lot of moments here where it's basically talking about how, like, well, some of it's observations of the Vex. A lot of it is observations of what's going on Earth, and it's a lot of very apocalypse-flavored stuff, like 10 Plagues of Egypt-flavored stuff. Like, we're missing, you know, the frogs, the death of a firstborn, and the complete and utter darkness, and that's mostly it. You know? It's bad. Thank you, by the way, Yoshi, for refunding the points there for CAD. Cannonball, thank you for the 10 bucks. If you ever get a chance... Oh, sorry?
Yoshi beat me to it.
Okay, cool. If you ever get a chance to talk to one of the Bungie devs, tell them if they could bring back mementos for Iron Banner. I want to make my finite impactor look nice. Please and thank you. I mean, if ever I'm in a thing with Bungie devs. I don't know if it's a known issue or something along those lines, but I imagine if it is something where they have, like, dropped them out of things accidentally, they will add them back at some point. But yeah, not sure what's going on with that. Hey, by the way, Perez. Yeah, for real, like, the whole stuff about the way that Earth seems to now be reacting, it's got big apocalypse vibes, but it's the slow beginning of an apocalypse that they're hinting to, with some rather scary details. And then the details they are hinting to, it's also kind of giving you that, it's giving you that notion of, like, okay, well, this is not just bad, it's also the fact that, like, when you look at all of this, and the potential things we're missing, it's like, okay, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We have famine, because the Earth's soil is now being apparently rotted, and they're having to modify crops so that they can still grow food. You're looking at plague, because there's been a general increase in the, like, poor health of individuals within the tower. And you're looking at potentially death and war coming across the horizon. If there's war, and then the Qua Nihilus 2 Lortab, the arrival of the Baron Imperium, with whatever's going on there, like, stuff generally being a lot less peaceful in the system, that might be an indicator for it. Death on his pale horse is maybe the only one we're truly missing, but even then, you know, maybe Death on his pale horse Wars 3. So yeah, we have some crazy stuff going on.
Sorry, I'm fighting for my life out here.
Treble Core, I would agree that it's a little different from Arnor's normal writing, but I also don't think that it's one of those moments where it needs to be substantially different as is. Also, I don't know of another Praxic who has the initials of AM. You know, that kind of leaves us in a position where we sort of only realistically have one option for most of that. You bitch. This stupid fucking Minotaur. Dodging all of the shit.
Got this last hack out here.
Oh, nice. You tech? Any boof? No boof. Rest in peace.
I can't wait to take that apart.
Borderline biblical? Yeah, exactly. Black Knight, you're not the only person to ask, so I'll take a quick interlude just to talk about it. Prismatic setup on Warlock, pretty typical stuff with Lightning Surge, Feed the Void. Fellwinter's Helm is the exotic. Arcane Needle for the melees, it gives you 3 slide melees, which you can just transfer into Lightning Surges. You can use them a lot, it spreads around a lot of disorientation and the 30% weaken debuff. It's very good stuff. For everything else, I have a full set of Tech Sec armor, which gives me the 4 set and 2 set bonuses, which means if I break a shield using kinetic weapons, which I deal more damage to shields with kinetic weapons too, but if I break a shield or kill a powerful combatant, creates a disorienting wave and a big shock wave as well. So it's more damage for kinetic weapons, and you break shields more easily, which is one of the main disadvantages of kinetics, is they don't break shield types. I also have a new weapon from Reclaim, this activity, and the Ash 9 update. No, we need one more. The weapon is called Forced... Oh no, they are actually active. Okay, cool. Yeah, the weapon is called Forced Memorializer. It comes with 2 new perks, specifically for kinetic weapons. One is like Kill Clip, but for disorientation. The other means that if I elementally debuff something, with, say, Arcane Needle and Weaken from Fellwinters, I will load a micro missile, and whenever I get a kill, it will shoot out and get somebody. I can give, at the end of this, I can give people the exact build, if they want it. But yeah, like, for the moment, that's the basics. It's basically a lot of crowd control through disorientation. Between Fellwinter's Tech Sec, Force Memorializer with Bewildering Blast. It's all good. The source of the Scout is this activity. It's Reclaim. It's the thing from the Plaguelands. I think you can get it from a few other places. You might be able to just get it generally from Fireteam Ops. But like, yeah, it's just a drop. I got very lucky. I got 2 perks that feed into the subclass playstyle that I'm using very well. And I just got it as like a random tier 3. And I've been using it for like... I don't actually know how many kills, but a lot. Oh yeah, I have over 1,000 kills in this bad boy already. It's weird for me too, because I'm not typically a fan of scouts, but this one has all the right perks to synergize, and it's a 180. Or, is it 180? Yeah, it is a 180 RPM. So I'm not actually, too far against it, if that makes sense. I'd prefer it if it was 200, I think, but like, 180 is a very usable archetype of scout, even if the damage kind of sucks. Plus, I mean, scout has barrier this season, so, you know, could be worse. Dude, just watching that map completely evaporate. It's so dumb. Oh, kudos for Bungie for acknowledging that that is not an important thing to get rid of until the epic raid comes along.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Is Arc my favorite subclass? I'm more of a solo lock main, to be brutally honest, and not just because well is what Warlocks always have to run in raids in some capacity. I genuinely love the support playstyle, but also, like, the aesthetic, the kind of power fantasy of solo has always spoken to me a lot more. Like, ever since D1 I was Sunsinger main. You know? When I can snap my fingers and light someone on fire, you know, what more do you really need?
Feels good.
It has always felt very good. So we know about paracausal light and darkness. Thoughts on potential paracausal corruption powers. Power that hurts us when we use them, perhaps. Interesting question there, Blitzkrieg. I mean, it's possible, but the thing about any of these is you need to talk about a source, right? And generally speaking, that source also needs to be based in a power of the universe that allows the universe's rules to be bent and broken, right? So your question then becomes, what is that source, right? Oh, there's a brig back there.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, boss, come here. Whack. Whack. Oh, no, no.
And 10 billion
Missed.
supplicants.
Oh. Well, I guess you traded.
Yep, I tried it. It's fine.
Oh, there's threshers.
And there's a thresher. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
No, there's two. There's two.
Well, they gave us a brig, and they immediately said, "Here, try and kill God and all his friends."
I think they updated it to where they do more damage now, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm kind of chunking this thresher compared to how much damage you usually do to threshers.
10.
Hi.
I know the pikes were fucking awful. Like, they were doing 8 damage a pop, and it was just not enough.
Oh, gee, good lord. That's just... There you go. Tether over there.
Lol. I just had one of the, like, suspend squids just slam into the brig and do absolutely fucking nothing. But yeah, corruption, paracausal powers, I really think it needs to have a source. And that source sometimes is going to be, like, holstered in light or dark. Could be holstered in wish magic. Hey, we got another brig.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, you need a source for these things, basically. Corruption on its own is not enough. Like, what is causing the corruption? You know? I also think when you say paracausal, do you mean it in terms of, like, getting a subclass ability? Because, like, I want to sit here and throw it out there. This is not anything which is defined canon or any nonsense like that, but, like, I don't think we should be so attached to the idea that subclasses need to be paracausal in nature for us to use them. You know? I really do think that the future of Destiny, to make it more interesting, is where we can take the approach where subclasses can realistically be anything, paracausal or not. Like, yes, we have the core dark subclasses and core light ones, but, like, you know, give us a Siva subclass. Give us a, you know, Weapons of Sorrow, Corruption type subclass. You know?
Give me wish magic.
Yeah, give us Wish Magic. Absolutely.
Or worm.
Pact with Worm Gods and, like, Dark Hive magic, also viable. Like, you know, point being, like, don't restrict us to light and dark. Like, go ahead and expand out further. That's my take on things. Gang?
Yeah.
I have turned the brig into a turret.
Good.
Here for it.
Oh, never mind. The turret is now on the move. We're good. Lol. So trying desperately to avoid the immune Minotaur over there, because, like, yeah.
Ah.
Can you,
Yeah,
if
so
you...
for now. There we go.
Hey, nice, huge.
Oh, I have sword ammo, darn it!
It's fine. Use the ammo, as Pete Bungie intended. Wait, no, Pete Bungie is dead. Well, not really dead, but, like, you know what I mean. Pete Bungie is gone. Justin Bungie, I guess. Oh man, that feels weird. Doesn't seem right. You know what? We will revert to the required default of John Bungie. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
John Bungie. Yeah. Oh, my brig broke. I'm sad. Threadlings. Ooh, this is good for my thing. Yeah. Kinesthetic reassembler. Yeah, we can do this. Do healing sources heal vehicles? No, they do not. Sadly.
That would be a little bit broken.
Oh, well. Speaking of broken.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quicksilver is based on Siva technology, but Siva itself, as the Neomuni use it, is way advanced compared to the Siva of the Golden Age. Like, we're sitting here and thinking of Siva as like the red viney nonsense that existed all over the Plaguelands. The Neomuni took that tech and combined it with Vex technology, and it has become far more ubiquitous in their city, and it's far more advanced. You know? So if we wanted something that was better than Siva tech, yeah, look no further than Neomuni tech. Now, for our enemies to go ahead and make use of Siva, yes, that's something that should and would be cool to see. It should happen. Yeah, it is realistically like a Siva 3 or 4.0, Perez. Does not look as cool? Yes, Siva absolutely has the superior drip, and therefore is superior.
Here.
Oh, thank goodness, we're finally doing stuff. Okay, cool. Watch the many Cyclopses.
Yeah. boxes respawn.
How loud?
Paul's mad at me.
Yeah. He's not a happy camper right now. It's fine. You do a video on the Pristic C order? Do you mean the Praxic order, Nick? I presume you mean the Praxic order. For context, that is absolutely on the docket. I need to go ahead and get that done. The videos I currently have planned are to do a video talking about what little we know about the Barrent Imperium and their super weapon. Which, according to some of the promotional things, is apparently called Nightfall Station. Which is very, very cool. As for the rest of it, though, yeah, Praxic Order is absolutely on the docket with regards to what we're talking about. I want to see if there's more lore for Ashen Iron. I want to see if there's stuff for the Epic Raid. I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting a lot of resources into my my video for Destiny Rising. Yay! Do one of you guys want to take the break?
It's all you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Let's go. Big stupid harpy looking piece of ass.
Yeah.
Can I break you out of that in time? Oh my god, the break can break you out in time if you're also shooting at it. That's kind of sick. Okay.
Leave me alone! Look me in the Kabari cage.
God, just let that one. Just letting that one slide. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Are the 9 like entities limited to planets with life only? So that's talking about the 9 is a very complicated question. We do not know if the 9 are a phenomenon that is technically unique to the system. My suspicion is they might not be, but like 7, I think, is the one that talks about this possibility, and it says even I don't know about whether we are unique. It's either 7 or 2, I can't remember which of them. The 9 in our system exists because of a few things, right? Like they are dark matter entities, which means they need to exist with some degree of gravity to hold them together. However, existing and actually living, I think, is the best way to define it, are two different things, right? Like, you can exist, but if you're in a vegetative state, for example, you're not really living, right? Like, you are alive, but you're not really living. Which is the most unfortunate way to make a comparison, but I think it's the one that makes sense. So, like, the lore describes how the 9 were existing before, when their minds first formed. They just existed kind of in, basically, not, what's the word I'm looking for? It existed without really doing anything. Apathy, I think, is the word it uses. So, like, yeah, just basically kind of bored, doing nothing. Really, not much was going on with it. But yeah, with life on the worlds, even something as small as, like, the metabolism of microbes, that was able to go ahead and switch things up and change things for the 9. So yeah, it really depends on what your definition of life is. And again, I think the important distinction there is also that we don't know if the 9 are a unique phenomenon to our worlds, generally. Oh, Christ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they hurt.
There you go.
There we are. Is there a reason why Maya hasn't invaded Neomuna at all? Would make more sense than the Plaguelands, seeing as Quicksilver, Cloud Ark, she's got history there. Bunch of Vex in the Vale just chilling. It's a good question. I wonder if she has bigger plans for them, is my real thoughts on that. Ooh, this is good. This is like the Unfall that you want, really.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I might switch some stuff out. I might throw this on.
Have to bang heads with Maya for every bit of it.
Real quick, I'm going to take us to the tower, because I need to clear my postie and I need to throw some things in the, in the bits, so that I can actually get some loot. Throw some stuff in the vault. That's the phrase I'm looking for. I'm so close. I am getting there. We're going to be there soon.
Get on the unfall.
It's not so much that. I need to just clear my postie. I know in the background I do.
Curious to see what you got. What roll was on it?
It's possible there is a grey goo dark matter entity. Imagine a planet consumed by nanomachines like Siva. I think you have a problem there. Dark matter entities imply that they aren't made of baryonic matter, which, unless it's a form of nanite that exists in some kind of dark matter immaterial state, no, it's not possible. It's a little bit like saying, have you heard of the water elemental that's on fire? Like, it's just two states that can't exist together. Have I tried the new Stasis Pulse, new Malpace? It's kind of strong. It's, well, Strand, but yes, I have tried it. It's very good for Supergen. Particularly now that they've nerfed the Supergen from Outbreak. I think it's a really, really great contender. Plus, being able to suspend anything by just shooting it 4 times or 6 times, amazing. Oh wow, my postie is completely out of space.
Underway.
Phew. Okay.
Confirmed.
I can get rid of this. Probably save this.
Done.
Shall get rid of some of the trash.
Check.
Stuff. Not enough space.
Ooh. That's actually not a bad roll right there. Honing aggregate charge? Yeah, I could use this. And then also the auto-loading. It's not perfect, but like, it's got some rolls potentially. Actually, let me take a look and see what the preferred perk in Heliatus 2 would be. Let's do this, gang. Let's pull up Foundry.
Let's see. Unfall. I'm looking for left from gold. Jolting feedback.
Ooh, interesting. By the way, that's the roll I got literally last run, Lamau.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay, so... Huh. On Warlock, this actually might be a way of doing things, because what you can do is you can rock Grave Robber with either aggregate charge or elemental honing, probably honing. Because now it's charged melee final blows that will do this. And Warlocks get Arcane Needle. So on Priz Warlock, this might actually be a way of doing things. You would need solar damage. Prismatic Grenade is Stasis and Void, so Solar and Arc. Which is a little problematic for the rest of the build, but I don't know, I suppose you could Lightning Surge before, or throw a Lightning Surge into that, maybe? Have to be like an Arc Grenade or some nonsense. I don't know, it's not impossible, but it's an option. I'm gonna vault that for the time being. Hey, Malcoburn. Yes, Xenocrimson, the 9 are dark matter entities. However, when you talk about nanomachines and nanites, and then talk about dark matter entities, the two don't exist with the same kind of matter. One of them is made of bright matter, aka baryonic matter, which is your nanites, and the other is made of dark matter. The nanites have nothing to do with the 9, is the other bit of context I'd throw in there. Let's just do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's not got the perks I was looking for. It's the same. We can delete that for the time being. Oh my god, I really do think I've just gotten very unlucky with all of my drops here. Ooh, there is a Unfall that's... Oh, this might actually be kind of good. I wish it came with a different damage perk. I feel like Master of Arms might be the one, but I'm looking out for an Unfall with Disruption Break. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. I do too.
Disruption Break in column 3 makes that a very tantalizing option. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
However, for the time being, I'll not worry about that. Let's do this. I'm nearly ready to go if you are, guys. I'm so sorry for the wait.
You are.
Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. Yep, there we go.
Fenchurch
Okay.
does the exploring. I make the deals.
Yes, so, Xeno, let me explain to you. You're thinking of the 9 and planets as the same thing. They're not. The 9 are dark matter entities that are spun into the gravity of planets. They are not the planets themselves. Planets are bright matter, as Destiny would call it, aka baryonic matter, which means you can physically reach out, touch it, interact with it chemically, etc. The 9 are fourth dimensional entities and they are made of dark matter, right? The dark matter interacts with gravity, but it's not something you can physically reach out and touch, right? Hence why I think there's a little bit of a, like, misconception or distinction there that's missing. Do you think the Reef/Dreaming City has a planetary mind that could be part of the 9? Killer Queen, I'm gonna let you know. Kind of, but it's more to do with the asteroid belt generally. Let me show you a real quick bit of lore here. If you go to the Lore of Edge of Fate from the lore stuff that you've gotten, and go into Epochs and Orbits, which is this book, which you get throughout the campaign. The last entry is called Zero, and it's about the asteroid belt. And it basically says that it's a stillborn member of the 9. Monster Lover 96. Huh. Not 69, that's strange. Thank you so much for the 2 months of subs on Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, that's, as a result, the Reef and the Dreaming City doesn't specifically have one, the Asteroid Belt does. However, there's also a dead member of the 9, so it's not exactly one of the group. But yeah. That's a very good question, though. Love where your head's at with that, because, like, yeah, it's absolutely a pertinent question to things. Oh, you guys are in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I actually switch the perks on this? Oh, thank God I did. Phew. Ooh.
Oh.
It even sounds nice. Oh, that's quite a few Hydras. I love how my username has caught some people's attention, lol. Yeah, no, it's the, you know, it's very much one of those... I don't know how it wouldn't catch people's attention, you know? I guess if someone is, like, on Twitch and they're, like, trying to keep up with all of the chat, and it's, like, one of those moments where they're having a little trouble with it. Like, I could see someone accidentally being like, ah, monster, or love, or whatever, but, like, yeah, no. Upon second reading, it's very unmistakable what it is. Ooh, by the way, gang, here's a fun little fact for those of you who are looking to complete a lore book. If you go up here, you will be able to find continuous lore entries. This is another thing we were talking about too here. This is more of Arnor's observations. Praxic Observation 71.
Yeah.
While hunting for the Keitelkopf cure, I noticed masses of dense minerals moving without intention, stones sailing unimpeded across the terrain, searching for a heartbeat, the warmth of Three's core. Lost to minerals lacking in purpose, perhaps we'll use them for medicine. So yeah, bits of Earth are randomly starting to move of their own accord. Like, just random rocks around Earth are just starting to move because that's how they're doing now. That's just what's going on. Seemingly without much, you know, yeah, without much impetus.
I'm gonna need more of you and Allison chatting it up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to whenever we get another chat in. I know we talked about potentially doing something near when Renegades launches, but I also have to imagine that the schedule is incredibly busy over there. I can always reach out and do things, but yeah. That's the other thing too. I want to be respectful of the time over on narrative. If I could, I feel like I'd happily make it like a weekly chin wag, so to speak. But
dude,
like,
Alright.
I also don't know whether there is I don't know whether there's much to worry about when it comes to like doing it on a weekly basis though, because it feels as though it's forced at that point. You know, like the last thing I'd want to do is make it routine when it's something that's incredibly special. That being said, kudos to everyone on the narrative team. Like Allison, I've had a couple of videos on the channel with, but also Nico Stevens and Hannah Filipski, who are both, well, Hannah was the narrative lead for Edge of Fate, and Nico Stevens was he's a senior narrative, I want to say his title is senior narrative producer, but yeah, he's a very senior member of the narrative team who's been working on the game for quite a long time. He wrote Epochs and Orbits, by the way. They previously went on Smart's channel, who is another lore creator here in the community. He's a little bit smaller, but still fantastic content. And yeah, they basically went ahead and chatted with us, myself, Smart, Abaddon, and Moonvald, about lore for like a couple of hours, and God, that was so much fun. So like, I have to say this too, like where it comes along, kudos to the narrative team for actually like reaching out to the community and really engaging with us on that. Like, it's not happened anywhere near as much in previous expansions and releases, and like for some instances I can absolutely see why that was the case, because I mean, like, take a look at anything that was going on within timeframes of like Forsaken, right? Like, the team was absolutely gunning it down the production avenues of a newly forged life service model, and like there are some other times, like with Lightfall, where it's like that is not necessarily going to be a productive comment section, because you know that there's going to be shittos coming in and just being rude no matter what, even if you can potentially have a constructive conversation. But like here in this moment where the narrative, generally speaking, is being accepted quite well, I think it's really cool that we're able to go ahead and have conversations like this. My hope is that regardless of what happens with Renegades, whether it's received well or not, we're able to keep up the trend, because like it's been really, really good to be able to just sit there with the Bungie team members, talk about intentions, talk about what's going on in the narrative, and just like do things, like not on a content basis per se, but like on a communication basis, you know? Like as a creator, I feel as though I have the ability to do something of service to you guys, which is be a conduit by which we can all better understand what's going on with the game. And like, you know, there's not much else that we do aside from like providing knowledge of things, and like I feel as though that's a way we can be of service. So yeah. Do you have a wild weapon archetype you would like to see added to the game? I want to see them try and do something with suppressed weapons. It's not exactly a wild idea, but something where if you do it correctly and if you're able to do things properly, you're able to like completely zero out enemy aggro. I'd love to see an attempt at things like that, you know? Aside from that, gosh, I'm not 100% sure. I'd need to think about that one. Oh, there's a brig somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's a big boy over here.
If you want to go grab it, go right ahead. I'm currently... Yeah, I'm currently just trying to beat the brakes off of a few bags. Ooh. Actually, hang on, it is all the way over there. I can grab it. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying not to
Never mind.
throw.
Fucking Sparrow is made of explodium. Cool. Never mind. Oh. Yeah, what is a weapon archetype that I'd love to see brought into Destiny? Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that qualifies as wild, so to speak, but there's definitely weapon archetypes I'd love to see. Like, I'd love to see them finally do a take on akimbo weapons somehow, even if it's just a single exotic. That would be nice. There we go. Oh, the Threshers are back. Oh, jeez. Go, Threshers are down. Nice, there we go.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
What a great find. Jinju and I are excited to
That's
study
an
it.
accelerator, devouring multi-core. I think kinesthetic is probably the way here. Do we know if the Fate Saga will end with Alchemist, or is it extended further? It certainly does not end with Alchemist. That much I can tell you, based on just, like, what I've asked of, like, similar questions to Allison. Like, they are still in the process of setting up all the pieces for the Fate Saga. Like, it does not end with, yeah, it does not end with Alchemist. The way that they've phrased it in the past, by the way, is that it is a multi-year saga. What I think that means we can confidently say is that the content they've revealed so far is not as far as they plan to take it. But yeah. Beyond that, I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to, because, yeah, I don't know. Data encryptor. Do you think Zero could become sentient and take the place of 3 as the member of the 9 tied to Earth? That's not impossible. I feel as though you need to have some fun story finagling to make that happen, but like, Zero's lore entry is there, and I think it was written for at least a narrative reason of some kind. You know, I don't think it's one of those things of it will necessarily become the most immediate and important thing in the world, and it's totally possible that it's just something that the 9 will reference. But like, you know, I feel as though oftentimes these things are written... Okay, here's my philosophy on this. I think when you write something into the lore, sometimes you write it to give texture to the world, and sometimes you write it for a reason. Narratively speaking, I think that you can also tell because the things that are written for narrative texture are fun background details, but they're not immediately super relevant to the story. Zero feels like it's in between the two of those, potentially. But the fact that it's even there in the process of, like, potentially being something that could, like, find its way into the main narrative, that tells me that, like, yeah, they may do something with that in the future. What it will be, I don't know, but any story where we're out in the asteroid belt, no matter where that is, what that's doing, keep an eye out for mentions of Zero. Like, it's not at all impossible. Yeah. Allison loves her fridge. Miss Allison stacking ingredients? Hell yeah. I will say, I'm very excited to see what metaphorical sandwiches the narrative team creates in the future. I know that Ash and Iron has not necessarily been super hot, but like, you know, give this team a story campaign and they've shown they can cook. Like, you know, No pressure. Allison's first release was Final Shape. So, like, you know, just you know, like, culmination of a 10-year story that everyone agrees was really good. And then following up after that is Edge of Fate. Like, I don't know, man. Give this narrative team room to make a story, and I think they'll make a story that cooks. For those of you who do not know, by the way, the reference to the fridge is a common saying within the narrative team that Allison's brought up a few times. Essentially, narrative elements to the story are ingredients that you can put in the fridge and use for later. If ever you need to build a story, you can look at what's in the fridge. I realized I was talking and it sounded a little bit like gibberish for a second there. Just being like, what? Why is he talking about a fridge? What is going on? Gib. There we go. Yes, Final Shape was Allison. Yeah. Like, granted, like, it's never one single person, it's a whole team, but, like, yeah, that was her first big expansion as narrative lead. Hey! Destiny 2 in this day and age, people must think you're crazy. Good to see you, Lumi. Yeah, I'm taking a bit of a break today. I was nowhere close to raid ready in Destiny Rising, and also I didn't even have a raid team, so I wasn't even contemplating doing the contest raid today. It'll be interesting to see what other people are doing over on the Destiny Rising side of things, but you know, for the time being, we're here chilling and just getting some stuff. I might finally be able to get to 450. If my drops will actually drop in the right manner. But we'll see. Oh, hi, that's a lot of X. Jeez. Go boom.
Exotic? Or is that a fake?
Counterfeit. Counterfeit is on, so...
It's real? Wow.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Diamond.
Hang on. Aiming with this stupid arm cannon is a little tricky. The reticle does not actually shoot things. Not even to see your AI son, Andy? No, he is disappointing. My son can take a time out at this point in time. I kind of want to... I'm at that point where I kind of want to scream Andy and say, "What are you?" and for him to respond, "An idiot sandwich," but I know that anytime Andy opens his mouth, I want to scream. It's like the opposite of the... I don't know if anyone's heard of that thing of like the story of I have no mouth, yet I must scream. It's kind of the opposite of that. It has a mouth and I wish it would shut up. It's not the story of artificial intelligence being cruel and angry at mankind that has defined the classic takes of literature and film going forward and gives like this foundational bit of text regarding the writing of AI. No, it's just Andy is an annoying twerp and I want him to stop talking. You know, like that's it. Stupid AI, Andy. Oh lord, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, there it is. Ares, show him the pointy end of the stick. Damn right. You only caught up with Witch Queen Lightfall Final Shape this year. It's been a fun ride. Now you're obsessed. You experienced all of the craziness of the last years of the Light and Dark saga just there. Like, it's been a wild few years. Not all of it good, but quite a lot of it has been okay. I'd say that the fun that has been had in the last however many years has definitely come from, like, tail end of Final Shape, those ends of narrative. It's been very good. Not to mention, some of the team cooked so hard with some of the things they worked on. Oh, makes me so sad that some of the team is gone. Like, I know that it's very much my bias. It's also because I love Eris as a character, but I will forever be sad that Hazel isn't part of the team. Because every single time she wrote Eris, she cooked so fucking hard. And like, for that matter, Robert as well, whenever he was given Crow as a character to write. Like, there's some times where you can just see the stamp of writers, whenever they're doing their thing. Just, oh god. I have no mouth, but I must kill Andy. Yes, indeed, Lumi. We're getting there. 444, and we're starting to get 445 drops. Slowly but surely. Reminds me of the one type of moth where adults don't have a mouth. Ooh, that's horrifying. Yikes. Didn't even know that was a thing. Is Andy worse than Claptrap? Claptrap is at least voice acted by someone and is, like, designed to be annoying. I can get behind the purpose of that for the sake of it. Andy is just the sign that somebody was not willing to go ahead and pay another human being, and that makes me fucking boil with rage. That's what makes me feel. Hey Owen, hope things are going good for you too, man. Don't worry if you're not able to stop for long, life moves at its own pace and sometimes it's not here for all of us, and that's fine. I do hope that you are doing well though. I hope you're having a great day. I hope things are better since last you were able to pop into the stream, by the way. Because yeah, I know things were a little bit up and down. Got a heal there for you.
Thank you.
Fuck off. Who is Andy? So we were playing Destiny Rising yesterday, Xeno, and Destiny Rising is phenomenal, but it has a lot of stupid fucking decisions, most of them revolving around the use of AI voices for minor NPCs, where realistically they could have just not fucking used minor NPCs at all. Or alternatively, they could have just paid an actual human to voice act the character. It's like, it's such a... It's not just that it's a shitty moral choice, it's also baffling creatively, because it ruins a perfectly good game. And one of the guys yesterday that we met with was an AI-voiced archivist called Andy. So yeah, AI-voiced archivist Andy, the asshole. And people then sat there and, you know, for a second there was a moment where we thought that, like, in the canon, the main character had potentially had a child, and for a second there was, like, the momentary thought of, oh shit, it might actually be Andy because of the way that he was talking about topics that were relevant to him. And for a second there was the horrible revelation, potentially, of like, oh no, is Andy my son? At which point it's like, oh god, what happened one night when I was incredibly drunk and the toaster was very drunk and we were both not really in control of our functions? Like, oh god. Oh, what horrors did we create that birthed AI Andy? But no, as it turns out, that's not the case. But he is still going to be referred to as my son, and I hate that. AI Andy can fuck right off, frankly. Not a vibe, not a fan. As a small side note, now that I've said that, yeah, being drunk is no excuse, by the way. You should always be in control of your faculties, and should the other person in an encounter like that. I know we joke, but like, goddamn. Oof. Always ensure that your toaster is not drunk. Also, maybe don't try things with a toaster. I don't know. Live your life, but like... consent is important, it's fine. That's the important bit. How's Destiny treating you today? Thank you for saving me from this topic, Lumi. Destiny is going okay. I'm about to hit 450. I'm at like 445, so it's a very exciting time.
Oh,
so close. So very close to actually getting to that point. Alistair in Wonderland, so good to see you again. When a law mummy and a law daddy love each other very much, they create an AI and refer to it as a war mind. Ah. You see, Rasputin was given a soul, ladies and gents. That's the key difference. AI Andy is a soulless thing. Whoop. But yeah, sure, we'll say that's the law for the time being. But yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. What curse nonsense did I miss yesterday? Yeah, you missed a lot. I'll be completely honest, it's one of those moments where Destiny Rising was... It's a monkey's paw, man. Like, I have 30 minutes of time every time I play Destiny Rising, and I'm like, oh man, like, story here is actually doing pretty good, and like, oh man, I love the direction they're taking this, and like, it's astounding that this is a thing for mobile, and I love that I have an emulator to play this on PC, and then I hear a tower NPC and I want to cry. It's just, yeah. This is when I find out that Guardian Bife has a house in the city with a library den, one of the only ones with any estate. In this economy? Jeez. You make funny joke. Is Sturm disabled in PvP? Yes, Killer Queen, it is, because there's a bug right now where you can stack up Sturm's buff and do the same amount of damage with abilities, except it's a lot, because ability damage can stack way more than weapon damage can under the right circumstances. Ooh. Top. Pyramid. Oh, it is literally just bottom to top. Cool. Ah, there's 10 billion wyverns over there, aren't there? Why, of course there are. Love that we're back in this era of, oops, only wyverns. Oh, thank God.
Oh, more wyverns.
Very fancy. Rahul will love it.
Don't worry, I got it. Yeah.
Throwing their fire arrows.
Oh yeah.
Oh lord, I don't know what effect just happened there with that guy, but he was funky looking for a second. There we go. Oh, Blake Striker, thank you so much for the $5. If you're going to play with the toaster, make sure you're not an ARC subclass. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. You're not gonna... No, you're not you don't need that Nova Bomb, do you? Oh my god, I actually got the orbs for the kill. What the fuck? Let's go. Lamal final hits totally did like all of the work there, not like the last 5%. It's fine. It is insane that that sword is a thing, but I love it so much.
Yeah.
Ooh, and this time we have no brig. Ooh, this is bad.
Mitt, you're doing work.
Well, rockets it is. Have you gotten any crossbows? You like them? I have a ton of the raid crossbow. Opaque Hourglass has some really cool perks to it. The archetype of the weapon itself, where you can interact with your bolts, it's such a cool feature. And I love that they expanded on it, because it really... I didn't think it would actually elevate it compared to other weapon archetypes, but it really does. Like, it makes it feel substantially different and gives it different niches from LFR. But, like, yeah, man, the new Stasis one I have not seen yet. I'm very excited to hopefully get it, but, like, no, I don't have one. My buddy Doug, who occasionally jumps into the stream, he got very lucky and got a roll of it. But, like, it's a super rare drop right now, so very, very unlikely that anyone's going to grab it. Here we go. Wait, it drops? Yes, so I can't remember if they said it's from events, but I think it's from events. I want to say it's a very rare chance from events, but the last event of the season, they're going to really amp up the drop chance for it. It just is going to progressively increase as you go throughout the season. But yeah, Stasis Crossbow is indeed a thing. Holy shit, Char! I don't believe it's the same Char as in Chariona, but Char, thank you for the 20 quid. Hey Bife, long-time fan, just wanted to thank you for helping me understand Destiny, subsequently fell in love with it, and confirming that you'd be a tech priest in 40k with the toaster pit. Oh, look, listen, if I was going to be a tech priest in 40k, I'd be looking way higher than the average toaster. Like, praise the sacred machine spirit, but, like, you know, we'd at very least be going for, like, a modem, or, like, you know, or like a... Maybe not a fridge, they tend to give you the cold shoulder. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of very funny jokes, but, like, toaster is actually the joke that they make when it comes to tech priests, isn't it? Thank you so much for the 20 quid, Char, and I'm glad I helped you understand the world of Destiny a little bit more. That is entirely the reason I do this, because helping you guys get through lore and understand things and see the bigger scope of the world is why I'm here. I'm a storyteller. Don't tempt me by Bifex Warlord Titan fanfic. Don't you dare. Also, like, to a certain extent, there's an... Okay, unironic lore discussion of that on the 40k side of things. When a princeps is... Or princeps, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but when they are thrown into a Titan, like, obviously they have to be able to control the machine spirit, and that's the qualifier that makes them such a rare individual. How much do they know of the machine spirit itself? How much do they hear of it? You know, like, do they hear it talking to them in a certain sense? Is it one of those moments of, like, hey, it only really takes over in moments of blinding rage or something along those lines? Like, what's the take on that? That's something I want to know. Missive from the Omnissiah. Oh god, do I have to translate that? Oh no, I do. I don't know what you've just shitposted in my chat, Netzach Lion, but thank you very much. You'd love to see a spear as a sort of heavy weapon. Interesting, if only for the sake of it being simple. The closest I guess we have is glaives, but I imagine that's not what you're really talking about, because glaives in themselves are... Like, they've been given a lot of complexity for a weapon archetype. For being a big stick that you bonk people with, you know? Like, the shield, the fact that they have differences in archetypes for the fire rates, the fact that they have different effects to them, the fact that they stack with melee damage. It's a very weird weapon archetype. Your 40k introduction video got me hooked into the series, thank you. I'm glad, because, like, as someone who's been an off and on 40k fan for years, man, that universe has such crazy wild shit to it. I'm very glad whenever I'm able to sort of do some fun stuff and talk about and introduce it. Space Marine 2 was a godsend with regards to giving me a much needed break from Destiny at the time, but also just being a great introduction to the world for so many people. We finally got a game that really did the Tyranids justice. Ooh, Ionic Recharger is insane. Okay, let's get some stacks of Bolt Charge and I'll show you what this does. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Bolt Charge now passively just charges over time with this thing. When you actually proc Bolt Charge at full though, it's wild. So let me see if I can find a relatively unbusy area and show you on a single enemy. That guy's immune, so probably not him. Yeah, if you're looking for more 40k stuff, I highly recommend Luton09. He's got fantastic stuff. Okay, watch this. That's what that does. It's a very fun mod. I'm a big fan of the big explode and the sudden waves of lightning. It basically drops the Stormcaller's landfall whenever you do it. It's good things.
That's so sick.
Ooh, I got a new lore book from getting that. Nice. Oh, and of course, I can't recommend anything 40k without saying it. Go and watch the old Emperor's text speech videos. They're so funny. Like, they're very good. They're an excellent primer and introduction to the world, and they give you a phenomenal look at things. For context, the series is called If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, and it's very funny. Like, unironically, it's so sad that basically the creators of 40k effectively shut that shit down. Because honestly, it's the stuff that got me into 40k in the first place.
Collect what you can before leaving. Better in your hands than the conductors.
Next speech, my beloved. Yes. Believers.
Our main target is on site. Engage and destroy.
Her shield, not necessarily the case. Remember, Ash and Iron and the new reward pass that comes with it are free. So, like, it's not actually a money thing on that front. I don't think. Unless I'm getting that horrifically wrong. Imagine I am actually getting that wrong.
Ash and I. Update.
Ash 9 free update. Does the reward pass need you to pay premium for it, or is it the same as the thing? I might be wrong there.
Yeah, that I'm not. Those are a little weird because I got the deluxe, so I had the whole.
Oh yeah. You and I are both in the same place on that one. My apologies. The track does have a free and a paid one. Yep, that's my bad. My apologies. Then again, don't get me wrong, that's also no different because you'd be getting 4 reward tracks in the year anyway, and it's just still same 4 reward tracks. Like, that's actually not changed at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, business as usual. Ooh, yep.
Or the
Pyramid and then square. Those are both diamonds. There's pyramid.
Yep.
Same but different but same. There we go, yeah. See, that's where I was completely wrong. You do have to unlock the bottom half of the pass. By paying for it. You are completely correct, Crimson Samurai. That is always how it's worked. Sorry, welcome to the world of I am a Destiny player who has always gotten the, like, annual thing. Because, astoundingly enough, I do that thing for things that are my job.
You thought you were going to detain me.
Well, adios, sweet Nova Bomb.
It's still going.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's going home to rethink its life.
I can't believe the rumors are true. Siva really is done for. That opens this whole region for
Yeah,
resettlement.
Waspy, no one is
It's
doing the
clearly
sword
still
glitch in this
too early for
party.
that. Maya's
Brackets, I'm not
forces
doing the sword
roaming
glitch, but
around
Ares
Europa.
is.
But long term, this could be quite habitable. Lots of infrastructure still standing. Plenty of salvage. I bet the House of Light would love this place.
Did actually get a few bumps there. That can go. I got another Unfall. Oh my god, Ares, I'm so sorry. I got another with jolting and
Oh.
lead from gold.
What are we doing here?
Apparently stealing rolls from you. I'm so sorry, fella. That's my bad.
Oh, I get one with jolting feedback, but not the first perk, darn it.
Jolting feedback, no lead from gold. Rest in peace. Oof. Ouchies, ouchies, ouchies. We go again. Rest in peace, lonely Nova Bomb. Oh well. Do you think a working Warmind would be problematic for the story? I feel like the raw power they hold might be an issue. Not necessarily. I think that any individual in a story with power is not necessarily a problem, even if they're allied to you and you're supposed to be a bunch of underdogs. Which I think is what you're potentially getting at there, Cad. For what it's worth, yeah, I think that I think the presence of a Warmind is much more of a problem in terms of making sure that it gets introduced in a narratively appropriate manner, if that makes sense. Because, like, yeah, it could be really, really good, but also if it's just done because Lamau, it really is not great.
Aerial reconnaissance shows that
You know,
Maya
things
has
need to be
solid
justified.
over the area.
If there's one thing I have as a critique for Ash 9 immediately, it's definitely of the note that, like, you know, I may not have felt this way on day one, but on further observation and thought about it, like, yeah, the fact that there's not much justification for Shaxx, Saladin, sorry, not Shaxx, Saladin, Shaxx, Zavala, Saint, like a bunch of people being in the tower to defend it, it feels very hand-wavy that they weren't there. Even if it was, quote, only Nightwatch that was there, it just, even if there is a justification given, it doesn't feel like it actually held weight. So, like, you know, my problem with anything being powerful, being reintroduced, is less about, ooh, is it powerful, should it be here? It's more with, can it be introduced properly and correctly? With a character that's dead like the Warmind, there needs to be a really good reason to reintroduce it, you know? Like, I mean, take a look at Cade, right? Cade's story was very much one of those things where people started off being like, man, I can't believe they're resurrecting a dead character. And they did it appropriately, they did it well, and in the end it worked out. But, like, there was no guarantee. Like, whenever you do that, as I said to Brian Villalobos when he asked about this, like, there is always the potential for it to be a jump the shark kind of moment. And bringing back the Warmind, because there is only one, you know that from the lore now, yeah, bringing back the Warmind is kind of a jump the shark moment, you know? So we just got to be really careful about it. And that's the only thing I'd say. Brian mentioned. Yeah, we love Brian here. He's good peoples. If there was a day when D3 came out and we left the system, having the Warmind would be a nice way to not worry about our home.
So many schematics
Yeah,
will
that's true.
collapse.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we'd still need to defend from paracausal threats, but, like, kind of just depends on what's going on. I, for one, am a big proponent of having us die at the end of Light and Dark, the Fate Saga, and then wake up after a big time skip if there is a metaphorical Destiny 3 to be done. That's how I would do this. Because, like, I like, for one, we need a valid reason for there to be a big time skip. And like your character dying also means you can potentially separate yourself from them if you are so inclined. I think it also means that the narrative team has room to cook a new story that isn't tied down to anything that's from like the previous aspects of the game, unless they really want it to be relevant, you know?
So complicated, this tech.
Die in the corridors, mayhaps? Yeah, that's what my assumption would be if they were going to go in that direction. Hey, Bife, it's Juice Boots. We met at GCX a couple of years ago, back when I accidentally stumbled into the meet and greet line. Hope all is well, brother. Yeah, no, all is good. Thank you. Good to hear from you. I'll be completely honest, most GCXs are such a blur for me because it's like, you know, multiple hours of just like saying hi to people every day, and then it's back to the bar at the hotel, and then it's just, oh gosh, that's a lot of alcohol. Oh gosh, oh yep, okay, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm here, I'm let's do it again. You know. I adore my time at GCX, but holy shit, it is a weird. I don't know how to put it. It's a weird mix of work and vacation, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Some phenomenal memories of GCX, though. Oh my god, I miss 2019 when the world was not ruled by pandemics.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Remember our donut time?
God, was that donuts at the Artist Alley booths?
No, it was.
Or was that last year with Fallout and Anno?
It was the
briefly?
one before, yeah. We were at the Voodoo Donuts. That's what it was. That's what it is.
Yes, Voodoo Donuts and Universal. Good times. Yeah. I bring it up because it was very much one of those. Yeah, it was a good time, but nah, it's not my favorite donut memory from GCX. That's very much the one that I was talking about earlier. Basically, Elle was in the place where she wasn't able to go to an Artist Alley dinner and see a bunch of friends on that night. Her and I were dating, but this is not the point when we were public about things. And there was a point in time where I sat there and I can't remember who it was from the Artist Alley I spoke to, but I think it was Khan. I spoke to him and I was like, can we just try and assemble as many people, like, in the morning as possible? I'm bringing donuts, just because, you know, she missed the opportunity and whatnot, and I would like to be able to give her a chance to chill with friends for a little bit. And so, yeah, we dropped the surprise in that moment. It was lovely. It also led to an iconic moment when Khan saw her and I together for a second, and then he was like, "Oh, you like him?" And then he was like, "Oh, you like him?" So that was fucking Khan being absolutely incredible. Good peoples. I miss 2019. Don't make me think about how it's been more than half a decade since then. Oh god, that's weird.
Yeah. Feels old, man.
Oh, the world has changed, indeed. There's huge potential for Warmind's story if Siva is used to recreate Rasputin a similar way to what we did. Then our Rasputin is raised as a guardian to fight the Siva version of himself. Interesting idea. I will admit, there's a very interesting question of, like, Rasputin imbibed some of Felwinter's memories, when he died. Well, not when he died, when he was lost alive. There's an interesting question as to if part of the memories of a Warmind can basically be like turned into a guardian, which is kind of what Felwinter is, given that he's a Siddhartha Golem. Can the Warmind itself become a guardian as well? And like, I don't think that's impossible. But, like, I really do feel like there is a possibility. This is very big, so you're telling me there's a chance? In a moment.
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take that apart.
There we go. What? Oh, that's weird. I just ran over 2 heavy bricks and neither of them were counterfeit ammo. That's so strange.
Oh wow.
It's like winning the lottery there.
Cash secured. Good work.
Oh, none of these I like, but whatever. We'll get delayed explosive submunition.
Yeah, sure.
You're in the minority, thinking that Rasputin should not be revived as a guardian. That's a fair opinion to have, you know. I don't know whether it will happen or not, but like, I can totally understand why some people would be like, nah, let the dead stay dead. Phew, excuse me. Whew. I can understand that take. When you say you'd rather see one of the other AIs, oh no, yeah, when you say you'd rather see one of the other AIs take the position of Warmind, what do you mean? Do you mean like Failsafe, or like one of the other like offshoots like Soteria or Astrea? The sock pile has defeated me, it's all over. Lumi, no! Not the socks! Not the socks! Oh god, it's all done for. It's so Jova, man. Oh. Stupid squid boy stuck in wall. Fuck you. Oh god, I fell off before I could get the loot. Oh shit. There we go. Alistair, thank you for the 100 bits. Failsafe would be hilarious as a Warmind, but I want Andy as Warmind? How dare you, Alistair?
Oh my god.
How bloody dare you? Completely unacceptable.
Chicken, I did not ask to be stepped on.
Oh. Well. It has been stepped on. And that man? Yeah, exactly. Damn you, Cad. How dare you expose the proof like this? You good? What's going on?
There's 3 chickens trying to step on me.
Have you... okay. Just gonna... Yeah, just gonna leave that there for that
Damn.
comment to be a thing.
Listen, the wyverns are... They're trying to drop kick me.
Oh hey, yeah, you mean this one?
Yeah, I've managed to Nova bomb the others.
I'm just getting out of here, man. There's just so many snipers. I'm not feeling the vibe. I do not feel welcomed and appreciated in this place.
What's going on? Come here. Bye-bye.
I got the conflux. Cornflakes have been acquired.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
Oh, cryogenerative. That's what I want.
Yep.
No, it repositioned me to the
Oh,
next
no.
area, you son of a bitch!
Our enemies have sent their biggest and best.
How
to
dare
stop
you.
Oh, Prez is gonna swap out.
Oh, nice.
I need to go feed kittens.
That's all good. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in, 10.
10.
He knows the tactic. The only way to survive you, Ares, is to run the fuck away. Ugh.
Square.
Square and then diamond.
Square. Triangle.
Wonder if there's a way for Failsafe to become a guardian even though she doesn't have a human mind. I mean, Lifehacks does bring up a good point. Bellwinter is a starter golem, and it's whilst they're built off the like mental framework of a war mind, you know, the idea is technically speaking possible, I guess. Failsafe is enough of a intelligence that she has personhood. I don't think anyone would dispute that, but it's an interesting distinction. I don't think... Yeah, I don't know how that would work, but I'd be interested to see if it's something that could happen. There's a lot of weird quirks when it comes to guardians, ghosts, etc., so, like, it's totally not out of the question. Ooh. Shot to death by a goblin. Yeah, exactly, Cat. No one says it needs to be a human mind, or, you know, anything along those lines. Lord knows that exos, they may be based off of human consciousness, but, you know. Have I hit 450 yet? Not yet, James Frederick. We're well on our way, though. We're so close. Like, we're getting 446s for our drops.
Prime.
I can't believe the rumors are true. Siva really is done for. That opens this whole region to settlement.
I got it.
Really still too hot
Yo,
for that.
let's go.
Around and whatnot. But
It's a
Nice.
tier
this could be
2?
quite
What the?
What the fuck?
Plenty of salvage.
The monkey's paw kills once again. Seriously though, that should be fine, because it's got the 2 enhanced perks of tier 2, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god, I don't believe it. Brother man, I don't believe it. All of the fucking things I got were in the same slot. Oh, instant karma.
No.
Sucks to be me. God dang it. Oh wait, no, I take it back. I did get a... Ooh. Okay, no, it's in my postie. I got a tier 5.
Let's go.
Tier 5 in the kinetic, which is actually kind of what I need.
Fantastic.
Yeah, look at that. I am absolutely going to infuse that though, because yeah, this is great and all, but soon I'll be getting a ton of these, hopefully. And also, like,
Perez.
tier 5 nice, but yeah. I need the power a bit more.
Perez, get in there.
Brother Perez.
Getting in there. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How
I-
we doing?
It was okay. I will catch you in a bit, 10.
Yeah.
Perez, Ares, I'm going to leave the stream in your very capable, confident hands, briefly, just because I need to quickly pop to the loo.
Bird chef.
There.
Yeah. Fingers
Chaos
crossed.
ensue.
Let the chaos ensue.
I
Do
mean-
not let
I
do
mean-
not
I
let
mean-
Cad, Ontos, and Rat in a Teacup start a riot. I swear to God, I will find you all and I will hold you all responsible. I will.
Oh,
I
if
will,
they try emote only immediately. That's fine.
I swear. In the meantime, yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll leave you guys in the fire team. I'll be 1 sec. I see you, 10. How dare you instigate? How dare you?
I dare it. You take it. End of story.
Unbelievable. I'll be right back.
Don't do anything against them.
Brother Perez, I did a thing.
Brother Aris, what have you done?
In boss's chat.
Allow me to check. Oh.
Yes, assuming there
Full
was an
touch.
auto. There is no auto.
Yeah, there's no auto. That is fair. I have and the funny thing is that we have mentioned that a couple of times before.
We have.
But yeah, we'll see. Revolution starts. Oh my god. Riot invert his controls. Jesus. Damn, that's savage.
Either he's in over his
There we
head
go.
or... Look, that guy owes me a lot of glimmers.
Oh my god, it's a Fallout raid. So
Oh my God.
unexpected. So unexpected. Welcome, Fallout chat.
Hello, Fallout chat. Long time no see.
I suspect that you were brought here without realizing that you were being
Okay,
brought here,
10.
but it's fine. My 10. I've never seen
Brother
these
Perez,
indeed
are
on
you
would
in
have.
Holly mode right now?
Am I in what?
Are you in Holly settings right now, sir? Or are you still loading the game?
Oh, I'm loading the game. Sorry, I was
Oh, you're
not
good.
not loading. I was literally in the. So like, hear me out. I'm I'm transitioning from 2 streaming modding to 1 streaming modding and VCing. So I'm like, as I joined the game, I'm also doing like closing windows and opening windows.
Yeah. I had an opportunity to start catching up to you, but now you're here.
Indeed.
Oh, I got 450, like I said.
Okay, that's big.
So we're climbing.
Well, I am here to raise the light because I'm at 476.
Sheesh. How we doing, chat?
Indeed.
You guys ready to be in Bife's presence?
That being said, do we want to try? Should we try the farm that we were doing yesterday with Lunar?
Oh,
Brother
I
Aris, or-
forgot. We didn't. I didn't get a chance to ask you about that. Maybe when
Yeah.
Bife is back, you can fill us in.
Elaborate for sure. Yeah.
Yes, please. I'll say
Sense
that
of-
it would be up to Bife. I'm fine to do
Yes.
whatever.
I would agree. I would agree.
Alistair in Wonderland, what would you be? What are you doing, chat?
That is true. What are you doing, chat? What are you all up to? Down with the streamer and bots. Damn. Okay.
Suffering and rioting. What the-
Interesting.
Ah. Thank goodness I've got a few days off in a row.
I saw. I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy that you are getting to get a rest.
Indeed.
And it's important to take breaks every now and then.
It is.
I'm not a doctor, but I recommend it. Opening this. Closing this. Am I ready, chat? Have I closed? Yes, I have closed all the other windows, everything. I'm good. And I am. Oh, okay. I did a funny thing. Relaunching Destiny. But I'm running out of vault space, Brother Aris. I don't know if you're having the same issue, and same for you guys. Like, chat. I had to make a list of not only the type of tier 5 armor that I'm looking for, but also the specific
Postmaster.
archetypes for each of the set bonus that I want. Like, I literally had to sit down, inspect all the sets, decide which ones look good, decide what specific archetype armor I would want for each on each character, and then make a list. And then at this point, that's closed. And I am not allowed. I'm not allowing myself to hoard more armor than that. Because yeah, you never know. I am getting to that point, Rob Hopper. I'm slowly deleting like the new things, any new thing that I have now on the tiered system that can fully replace, or it's a direct either cross grade or upgrade from what I had on the previous system. I am deleting. But I did not take the step of deleting previously because actually this is something that many in Vive chat doesn't know. I usually like to do shorter runs outside of the modding activity now and then. I cannot do as much as I used to do before, but when I am modding, when you want to Sherpa, you usually want to have as many weapons available to you so that you can feel.
Well, great. I apparently I missed a freaking raid from Fallout. I'm so sorry, gang.
Yes and no. You missed a raid from me.
Oh, wait.
I raided for him.
So yeah, Fallout left and was like, okay, I'll let the outer host grab something, forgetting that outer host is no longer a thing. So Aris just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna kidnap Fallout chat.
Oh,
and
well.
so he did.
Welcome, auto-hosted / Ares-hosted raiders. My name is Bife. I'm sure you know who I am at this point, but in case you do not, I do stuff covering the lore of Destiny and doing things here on Twitch nowadays as well. Great to have you all in here. Sorry that you caught me in the moment when I was AFK. We're currently doing a little bit of leveling stuff. We're so close to 450, and at that point we go into the Elysian fields of tier 5s, and it's great. So yeah, we're doing some leveling and some fun grind on the thing, and getting Unfall as we go. Because
Brother Prez brought up an idea that we wanted to run by you.
Yes.
So yesterday, Lunar made me aware that now Heaven's Vengeance gives you 2 completion rewards, and by the power of Salvation's Grip, we were able to do runs that were taking between 2 and 5 minutes, or 2 pieces of loot.
How the fuck were you doing it in? Okay. Was this qualifier? Was this on Grandmaster?
I believe that was on Ultimatum.
What? Okay.
Because Lunar at this point is like 503.
Okay, I also will clarify. She is cracked out of her mind. So, like,
yes,
is this a strategy that can be replicated by my goofy ass?
I believe we can. We might be. We it might take us a couple of runs to get closer to the 3 minutes and away from the 5 minute mark, but I believe we can do it because at the end of the day, the key, most important thing of the strategy was A, we were exploding the lightweight swords, which is like a semi-easy thing to do. But B, we were skipping all the transition area, which is usually what takes a lot of time in the Heaven's Revenge dungeon layer, by using Salvation's Grip to move spawn point, which is the good thing about that is that I was the one doing that part. So
so you can do the skips.
I can do the skip, or better yet, I can make someone do the skip because I was the one moving the rest of someone else. So that's out there. Also, I believe Iris is here in the fire team.
I had to. I checked my postmaster and I had a prime in there, so you can't pull them.
Oh shit! Well, let me pull
dim.
out real quick. I did not realize. That's my bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's okay. Good. So I went in and grabbed it.
Gotcha.
I don't.
Hey,
I
turned
don't
on
know if
PC
I
for the first time today, Lumi. I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea, but also I'm gonna be so real with you guys. That might be something for another day. I'm in a very unless it's one of those things where we can very easily kill Heffend. Like, what's the strat used for it? Because I don't think you can easily sword it to death, can you?
You kinda can. You need to hit it 3 times. Like if each of us manages to hit Heaven 3 times during a DPS phase, that should take him to final stand.
Wait.
But at the same time,
Okay.
Or Sturm, I assume, right? Sturm probably works good too.
Sturm also works.
I need to actually infuse Sturm.
Oh, but actually you don't. Because now that we have fire team power and I am at 476. So anything that you want to bring, it's at 471.
Hey, you're right. Okay, you know what? Let's give this a try. We'll see what's what.
Yeah, I'm happy to give it a shot as well because I haven't done it either. So
sure. Heaven's Vengeance. Let's give this a go. Should I throw any modifiers on aside from the ones needed for score? Resume.
Not per se. The only one that you should want to avoid is we don't want any type of equipment lock. That's the only thing that we don't want, so that we can use the so that I can do the DSM. Because yeah, Lumi's correct. Also, Storm and Novas sound like a pretty good idea too.
Okay, cool. Right. I'm gonna throw on a bunch of modifiers here because we kind of need modifiers.
That is fair. Also, if you want, I can also, because I don't think you can launch ultimatum.
Oh, we'd be doing ultimatum. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll promote you, Perez.
Yeah, we can. I mean, it being at the level like that, that's the problem of running things with me, is that you are getting scaled to the power. So if we don't go ultimatum,
yeah, it's just rough. Yes, by the way, HRS, the Desert Perpetual Epic Raid is next week, as Lumi said. It got moved to the 27th. It's not today.
It's not today. That is correct. All right, let me see what you guys are getting as projected score, please.
Ooh. I'm getting B+ on the very edge of A, so yeah, looking good on that front.
Very edge of A. Okay, looking good. What about you, Blaris?
So I have to. So it looks a little weird. So I'm almost at A, it looks like, but there's also now another bar. So that I'm not sure if that's the A bar.
Another bar. That should be the A bar. Yeah. Because remember that at the end of A comes A+.
Yeah. So I'm like 3/4 through B+ to A.
I see.
That should. So that 454 is my projected.
That should be good. I'm just going to throw in heavy ammo famine. And then for the most part, we should be good. That should have taken it to an A for both of you, ideally.
Very, very, very close.
It's so close that as long as we do it within time, we'll be fine.
We should be fine then. Okay. All right. So
Thank
once
you
we
very
load
much,
in...
by the way, Perez.
Hey, not a problem. More than happy to give a hand. But yeah, once we load in, any of you will need to die there, and I'll basically modify some things so that we get like that a specific rest moved straight to heaven, and then once that person's there, they can pull. Oh,
Hi,
how did you?
Oh, looks like it was all of us, so that's fine.
Yep.
Oh, I know what happened. I see, game. Okay, it's fine. It is
What
fine.
doth the game be doing?
The game got mad at me because I launched the activity, and then as I was on my menu, I swapped to my salvations and to my other thing to do the thing. And that immediately took me low, like under the 451. So the game was like, you cannot launch this. So it's like, okay, it's fine. It's fine, game. I can. So I'll remain using what the game wants me to use until we're there, and then at that point I'll do the switcheroo.
Okay, cool. Do you
the
think
game was just mad?
Do you think Maya is the big bad of the Fate Saga? I think she's one of the big bads, but I don't know if she is going to be the big bad. She definitely started all of this, so her place in the story is fairly entrenched at this point in time. But yeah, I don't think she is quote-unquote the big bad.
Imagine if enough time passes and the team changes substantially to the point that one of the bad guys in Destiny at some point is called, I don't know, Pete Caricus or
Oh
Pete,
god.
the owner of Cars.
Oh boy.
It would be so cool.
Eat Kel of Cars. Something like that.
That would be amazing.
Yes. All right, so you said we need to die here, or one of us does?
One of us, yeah.
Okay.
And then
It's gonna take me a while to do that.
Hang on. Wow, I snapped a rocket to my feet. How about that?
there it is. All right, come back here, brother, if you can. And then I'm just gonna let me know when you see crystals all over the floor where you could spawn.
A little bit more. Okay, yeah, now I think we're good. Oh, yeah, now we're good.
Respawn. Yeah, try respawning. There we go.
Hey, wow, that is so silly. Can't believe that's a thing. So do
Yeah,
I just
and
do
now
I
you
just
can
pull
just-
you guys now?
Just pull us, yeah. Just pull us, and then we will need to kill a champion, out of the two that
fuck.
are gonna be there as fast as we can.
It's Overload, isn't it?
Yes, but if you have
Oh, I
a
have
lightning sword, you can.
I have Storm thingy, Lightning Surge, so we should be fine.
Oh yeah, should be good. Yeah.
Right. Okay, here we go. This is my first time doing anything on Ultimatum, so this is terrifying.
Gotcha. Yeah. All good.
So gang, really quickly, the whole Sturm Overcharge thing is just you build up Sturm Overcharge, and then as long as you have Sturm Overcharge, your abilities do more damage. Am I correct in thinking that?
Having it out as well,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
see,
you
so
need to be you need to be holding it.
Sturm equipped, use abilities, got it. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's try to allow these guys to summon one of the thingies.
That's one on the right.
Don't forget to send your curse away.
I think I just I just transferred it in time.
I don't know how I didn't. I literally hit the guy.
Right.
This is
Oh.
I'm doing it wrong. This is not the damage advertised.
Well, what? Do you still have your charge?
Yeah, I have 24 stacks of Storm Overcharge.
Oh,
Whoa. And you had Storm out, right?
Yes, I had it equipped.
Interesting. What ability did you use? Nova?
Yeah, Nova. Does it need to be comboed with Star Eaters? Is that the problem? I bet it is, right?
You shouldn't have to.
didn't have to,
It's definitely comboing it with Star Eaters. I'm sure, right? Because like it's a multiplier on damage thing, right? And I'm using Felwinters.
Yeah, I also died very funnily back there with the jump. Instead of the sword, I'll just like I didn't save my my grapple grenade. I ideally want to save my
You
three
just
jumps.
jump up to him, smack, and then fly back.
Yeah, that's the idea. It cannot be like super spam, but again, you are trying to get 2 or 3 hits. So as a hunter, the idea is you grapple up there and then. Oh my god! What? Oh, it is fine. Careful with the curse.
I'm just supposed to. Okay, there it goes.
Go. I do not have an over in this instance. Yeah, I'm gonna be so real. This is not this is, unless I'm missing something, this is not it. Like
Yeah,
this
his
is
shield.
very much not
So
it.
weird.
So
Is shield bar supposed to be up there? Like, that was confusing.
Yeah, man, Perez, I'm gonna give this one more go, but if it's not progress in some significant fashion,
We'll
if
swap
it's just
back,
one of
yeah.
those things, we should make some changes because like
yeah,
clearly we're doing
absolutely.
something wrong here.
I would agree. I would definitely agree.
Son of a bitch. Well, if you guys can get me back up, I'll need some kills, but I could potentially rebuild my stun charge.
I can't for sure.
Oh, fuck off,
No.
you bastards.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah, the
dude, this
guys-
is fucked.
It's
Let's not fuck with this.
It's
This
fine.
This is so
Yeah, okay,
screwed.
it's fine.
This is not.
All
This
good.
isn't it, man. I'm gonna be so real.
Oh, look at that. Speaking
Luna,
of-
thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Luna, when doing the whole Sturm thing, I have to be using a Star Eater class item if I'm doing Sturm Nova, right? Otherwise, it's chalked. Thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Also, it's Jack-tastic. Thank you for the membership over on YouTube. Probably. Yeah, exactly. See, this is where we're gonna.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, this is where we're getting it wrong. Okay.
I recommend swords if you all have them. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
it's on Heffend is the thing. So it's big jumps. Yeah. I honestly, I'm gonna be so real. Fuck this. Like, let's just go back and do
Yeah,
normal
that's okay.
stuff. I'm so not for it right now, man. Like, I just want.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I just want to grind some stuff and not think about it too much. This is far too
All
much
good.
brain
What
power.
do you want to get back to the conductor skip?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get some more
Absolutely.
sidearm
I
rolls.
can
Do the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me see if I can not get a tier 2.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. Do you have any conquests left either? That's a good point, actually. Let me check something. I do believe I have... Oh, Ontos, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Holy shit, little hype train there. Yeah, I believe I have my Grandmaster conquests still to do. So, like... Yeah, I have both of the Whisper and Delve ones. So we could do those, yeah.
That's also true. I mean, what reward is it showing for you guys at this point?
The same, almost a.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
Almost a? Okay. So 2.
Yeah. Easy peasy, just get to 447, then run the 2 conquests. Okay, Luna, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then just get the 2 pieces of armor from Zavala. Okay, sounds like a plan.
Absolutely.
Marco, thank you so much for the 3 months over on Twitch. Thank you. God, look at the little hype train today. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. A lot of you are the fucking goats. I greatly appreciate it. Oh shit, yeah, now it is a guarantee day.
It's a guarantee day? Okay, yep. That's good. Let's give it a go.
My apologies, by the way, Perez. I know it was probably one of those things to test.
No!
But, like, yeah, I'm gonna be so real today, I'm just so not for it. Like, yeah.
Nothing to apologize for. Absolutely not. I bring suggestions which are only that, suggestions. And
it is cool to see that the skip worked, though. Like, that's absolutely
something
to
really
keep in
cool.
mind. Need to remember that if time is ever a problem for future runs, because that's actually incredibly handy.
yeah. And also, like, when was the last time that you ran Heavens?
Oh god, I mean, I was doing an attempt at Grandmaster stuff with Lumi a while back, and something about it was a little bit bugged, so, like, thresholds got fucked. Vex subjugation imminent? What the fuck? What the fuck is Vex subjugation? At the top?
I believe that means that we need 10 minutes to finish this area before a lot of Vex start to spawn.
Okay,
Oh, it's
well,
not dead.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, Perez, we're gonna group up
Right,
on you,
chat?
because right now we're split.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lack of special ammo is felt.
Yeah, no special off the bat, kinda gnarly, but that's okay. We get some ammo, we make it work. Also, tech
There we
sec
go.
just carries, it's fine.
Nice.
Just continual blind for slapping out shields is a good thing. Say again, Perez, you are alone inside there, and there's a ton of stuff out here.
If you guys need me, I can go out. I believe I'm about to finish this objective, but I can
Oh, fuck,
go out.
if you're,
You're good.
if you're about to finish that objective, that's totally fine. Go for it. Oh my god,
have
thank
the
goodness
power
the
of
wildering
funny
works on the
sword.
go. Yeah, that's fair
We
enough.
got this one done.
Power of
Is that
funny
out
sword. We got buffs out here.
Ooh, that is.
I'll-
Oh.
Alright, recharge, gib.
Coming in.
Oh no! Don't give me ammo, game. I don't need the ammo. There we go.
A 3
Oh,
short? Are you kidding
3
me?
points.
Find a goblin and I don't know, throw a bottle of piss at it.
Yeah. I'll have to go across here.
Briefly channel my inner Lumi for a second there.
1. That gives us 1 point. Oh wait, here we go.
Hey.
I
There you
found
go.
it.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya.
Thank you for being the love of the lore in the game and making me change to Warlock main years ago. Rockhopper, you are very welcome. And yeah, welcome to the objectively correct subclass.
Alright, that looks freaking cool, by the way. The Maya up there.
Oh yeah.
It's cool. It's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
The number of memes that I saw, which were something along the lines of me when I open up the box of chicken nuggies, the 20-piece chicken nuggies box or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, Waspy. God damn, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Gang, that's a level full hype train. Holy shit. Thank you very much. Massive sub
That
hype.
chicken thought he was flying at us. Oh,
Allow me to deal with these minotaurs here in the back that are trying to be funny. You're not funny.
Yeah, Waspy, thank you so much. Also, I know that the other day on stream you had also only just briefly dropped your own sub, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Ooh, Lord.
Oh.
Me trying to reach
Wait,
in
I have
for the
a-
last Pringle? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Ropcord, so true. Ooh.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
That's 2.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you know the tank?
Rig, yeah.
No, the tank.
Oh, the Drake tank.
The Drake tank, yeah. Apparently, it's weak to swords.
Oh, you mean the Goliath tank? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Apparently-
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea, but
Mildly terrifying revelation there.
yeah, the
Oh my goodness. Holy shit, gang. Level 5 hype train. Alistair in Wonderland, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs.
Let's go, chat.
To everybody who's been gifting subs recently, thank you so much. Seriously. This is a stream out of nowhere today, and you guys are just dropping all the love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It also helps a lot because it's also September. And I know I don't talk about it enough because I'm a bad streamer, but September is that time when it helps significantly to jump on in and give because, yeah, the subs are discounted in September, but I still get the same price. So we can steal a little bit of money out of Jeff Bezos' paycheck every time we do it.
and I believe I don't remember what are the days, but there's going to be a couple of days at the end of the month where for every I don't remember how many subs, Twitch can donate random subs too.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can gift 5, and then Twitch can randomly gift like 10.
What in the world?
It becomes crazy, and there's a chance that they can donate, I believe, like random 100 or something like that.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Alright, okay. I'm picking up what they're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
I can have me some of that, yeah. Killer Queen, thank you so much for the Prime. Is that the same Killer Queen from over on the YouTube side of things? If so, good to see you over here on Twitch too. Thank you so much.
Oh, I see something. Caress.
We should have
whatever
another
with your bike.
We should have another sub stream then. I mean, possibly. I'm gonna be so real. I need to get some big stuff done before I consider it, and by that time, September may have elapsed. But yeah, we'll need to figure it out. I don't know if it's... Here's the thing, right? I'm also gonna ask a very dumb, like, Twitch culture question, so please go ahead and let me know if this is not a thing. Am I crazy in thinking that a subathon is an annual thing, or is that just you can announce a subathon whenever? We already
It's kind of on you, really. Oh, the streamer.
Okay. Save it for next year. Yeah, that does make some sense, 10. I'll be completely honest as well, like, the entire thing for me is just a weird one, because we just did it a few months ago. I'm also not quite ready for a massive stream like that. I want to be able to save it for when stuff is going on. Which sucks, because, like, yeah, sure, I'd make a lot of money, but I also have to imagine that, like, here's the thing. People who donated a ton of subs during the subathon and got us to those crazy milestones, I imagine some of those people are significantly tapped out when it comes to money. Because, like, when you give that much, you are spending some significant disposable income on something like that, so yeah. Having said, next year we could see about doing the subathon in September if everyone's down for that, because not only does that mean it's better on my end of things, but it's also cheaper for you guys to jump on in if you are so inclined. I don't think that's a bad idea at all if that's something where we can do it.
I am a big fan of these sun subs.
Yes. Assuming this is an annual thing, I don't know. Again, I've been off of Twitch for 8 years, so I don't know.
Yep.
How that works.
Yeah, September is a thing.
Nice. Twitch saying it's time to gamble? Not so much about time to gamble. It's more about, like... Oh, well, I guess with the Twitch gifting subs randomly, it is gambling, but, like... I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you want to classify that. That's kind of rough, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a very funny time of number goes bigger.
There we go. Hey, but I finally got the Syntho Inmost Light roll. As, after stealing my strange coins for like 700 of them, he gave it to me. Nice, I'm glad. That is a lot of theft from Xur, frankly. He should really apologize for that. It's very rude.
Done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
99.9% of gamblers quit before hitting it big. Never stop gambling. Oh boy, Cat. Oh brother. Oh boy.
I don't know if that's the lesson to be had here, Chad, but
I don't
okay.
quite know if that's what we want to be throwing out there, but you do you, Cat. I'm sure it works 90% of the time. Sometimes, maybe not really any of the time. I don't know. Oh my god, Luna. What in the world? Thank you so much, girl. Luna with the 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, gang. Thank you so much. Hell yeah.
Thanks for the ride, Brother Prez. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Always here for you, Brother Aris. Uber Perez.
Thank you for taking us to a level 8 hype train. You know you the GOAT, by the way, Luna. Holy shit.
Yo, real and true.
It really is, chat. I am actually the GOAT certifier, and I can certify that.
We know because he's an enemy in Destiny. He is Perez, certifier of goats.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Don't you ever forget it, chat.
I better be able to play Poker or Gamble in Renegades? Oh goodness.
We need a diamond.
Pyramid and then diamond.
Oh, sorry, pyramid and then a diamond. There you go.
It's made up by the government. I am low-key watched. Oh my god, Luna, no! Luna, no! You can't be selling yourself short like that. Unbelievable.
Only goated players say they are washed. That's in my experience how things are.
That's actually kind of true. This chicken is
very
motivating me.
Jeez. Killer Queen, thank you so much for the 5 memberships over on YouTube. To everybody who's just receiving those memberships now on the YouTube side of things, enjoy it. Welcome to the Lore Nodes over there.
Double tether, just because.
What? That chicken just became Neo for a second there. He skidded out into the Matrix. That was terrifying. Void Risen, thank you so much for the Prime.
We're a long way from reclaiming the plague lands entirely, but this was a good start.
Is this even a good drag? We can kind of delete this, I think.
Gone for good. We might convince Ikora to lift quarantine. Who knows what golden age tech we could find?
It's my first ultimate
What's
run.
your name for you guys?
Gave me a triumph too. That was fine. I am also realizing, however, that I got drops in all of the same slots where I already have shit.
Oh,
No, don't say that.
I am also realizing I did not get a. I don't think I got an A. Let me see. Yeah, I got B plus, and I'm not sure why.
Same here.
I have no clue why, but I guess maybe it's because we need to kill more stuff. Is it counted based on points?
This is a fire team ops. So you're correct.
Oh,
I don't think it should work like that though. I don't know why. That's so weird.
It should not. Like fire team ups have been weird in terms of because the score. Lunar can correct me if I am wrong, but to my knowledge, yeah, it was a B plus. They don't get score depending on objectives per se, but more on kills and stuff.
So weird. I don't know what's going on here. Jackstastic, thank you so much for the $2.79 Canadian. Thank you. And Blackheart, thank you for the 3 months. Yay, I caught the stream in time. Yes, you did. You jumped on in time for the hype train, too. How much do you care about getting this power grappling done ASAP? I may be able to join, roll a few heifens, and get you the power you need for the conquest in a few runs. You know, Luna, if you have time and you're willing to instruct, jump on into the chat over in the mod server and show us the way. Because why not? I know I'm doing something wrong. Is the only bit to it. You know, that's my only
it was probably
thing.
me. Nah, it was probably me doing something wrong. I assure you.
Stop being humble, Perez.
So
It's called the truth.
we're trying to roll Heffend.
I'm trying to roll Heffend for the show.
Yeah, I can literally give my spot since I have already done it.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
we
if
can
you're
go
not, I mean, it really shouldn't take too many runs. I can probably run them through like 3 or 4, get at least Bife up into the point where he can run the conquest, and it should be easy from there.
No, please do.
507, girl up here grinding.
Absolutely.
It has been
insane.
something to say the least.
Yes.
All right, where is on this? All right. If you'd be willing to promote me real quick, Bife.
Yes, one sec. Blackheart, thank you so much for the gifted sub, by the way. Thank you. There we go. Gang, thank you so much as well for the massive hype train. Level 8 hype train there. So
Okay,
yeah, is it possible to do sword on Heffend? Let's start there.
Oh, easily. To give you an idea, as we get into this and I start setting up modifiers and stuff, and as long as one of you has Salvation's Grip, although ideally both, because I think Perez showed you all the way earlier.
Yeah, I can pull that real quick.
So to give you an idea, Bife, we had runs of this down to about 2 minutes 30 seconds per run.
Jeez Louise.
That's crazy.
Val, thank you for gifting a sub to Xenophage, you weird creature. Thank you very much. Strange being.
All right, so the primary thing is going to be the first question, which is for y'all to let me know once you see an A on the score pattern.
One sec.
Close, very close.
Now it is an A.
Still B plus for
It is
me.
an A? Okay. If it is B plus for Aries, did that push it up?
There we go. Yep.
All right. So y'all were shown already how to do the salvations thing, right?
Yeah, the salvation skip Perez showed off, and it's... Yeah, we have that down, I think.
All right, perfect. So literally the way this is going to go is that, like, I'll pull. We're just going to, I mean, ideally let the totems guys, like, kind of spawn their things. But if they don't, it's still fine. The biggest thing is that I think locks, you will have a bit of rougher time because you'll need to, like, swing once and then float back to the platform. Hunters and Titans can do multiple swings. I think Titans can do 3 swings. But he will die fairly quickly because he will have a tether on him and be taking a lot of damage. Aries, are you on triple jump or strafe by chance?
On triple.
Okay, so perfect. So you can jump once, swing, and then if you want to be risky, jump again and swing. Otherwise, just jump back.
Okay. I was worried about that. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, feel free to take it like as slow as you want. You shouldn't be super underleveled, Bife. So if you literally wanna, oh wait, hold on, I almost forgot what I was doing.
So we're just doing this and then making a ton of crystals all over the place.
Yeah, so just cover where I'm at in crystals, little back up a tiny bit, and then one more. Perfect. So once y'all get pulled, I mean, Bife, if you feel more comfortable on Sturm, feel free. But the sword does serve perfectly fine.
I just didn't know whether I was doing it right because I've never done the Sturm nonsense, if that makes sense. You know?
So the Sturm nonsense is really simple. Just get a kill with Drang to charge up, right? And then any damage you deal while holding out Sturm will gain the damage bonus from the perk.
Give me 2 seconds, I just need to remove all the ammo.
No worries. You can also, loadouts aren't locked, so feel free to like switch off and switch back on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Careful with the curse, guys.
Here we go.
Make sure you have no ammo.
Yep.
Oh, it is not. It does not want to hit for me. There we go. I've just got to get close.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, never mind. It can indeed do the thing. Cool.
Oh, I missed. Yeah. There we go.
Lamau. I can.
All right,
like,
yeah, the power of the
I can
sword.
safely do like one hit. Holy fuck, that's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah.
As I told you, it was not you, Bife. It was me.
So the biggest, the thing with the sword, right, especially on Heffen, is like you want to have a little bit of height because when you swing, the tracking is very happy to follow gravity.
Even like this, in its silence, it could move worlds. The
God damn.
damage the scorn could have caused.
All right, back
This
in
is
we
a
go.
weird moment. Infusing Quick Fang, like it's just a naked Quick Fang in this day and age.
Yeah. This
There
makes
it is.
me a
Yeah, I
little
got 4.
worried about the
Triumph.
cost of
Yeah.
our deal with Riven.
That thought has
Not
crossed my
actually.
mind.
Hang on, maybe it's just on
Petra,
different drops. Oh, there are my things. Okay, cool.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I think they may have
I
gone
did
armor.
actually. Yeah, I did actually get drops. Thank goodness. Yeah, it was just disconcerting because I checked all through my weapons. They were all like 10 below, and I was like, Gaish?
My loot. Where'd it go?
Gaish?
Fire team?
All right, I'm gonna let you when you get a chance. Remember to switch back to salvations, and then yeah, so begins the infinite cycle.
Jeez Louise, that is insane.
It's crazy fast and crazy good.
Hey, please consider spare any tips on how to master the Warlock jumps. Platforms are my absolute comma. Practice first on controlled glide, as opposed to strafe. Oh, excuse me, that's not what it's technically called. Practice first on strafe glide instead of burst. Work up to burst. Understanding how your vertical movement goes is actually the most important part of it. Understanding how much movement you can get laterally out of the jump is also the next most important thing. Do not worry, everybody has moments where they fail every once in a while. It just happens.
Okay, if I may add to that, remember that Warlock jump is based on momentum. So the different types of jumps will, to a point, give you some maneuverability, but they are usually going to be following the path that you were following already when you activate the jump.
Back up a tiny little bit, and then aim a little, like one shot to the left, one shot to the right. There we go.
Is that better?
Oh,
oh no. Let's just restart
no worries.
this.
Yeah.
First time I've done the, first time I've done any kind of farming on this in a dedicated sense, but like, damn.
Nah, hey, look, it is entirely fair. It's a little silly. If you want a quick tip with it, what you do is you basically just like back up a little bit away from the ghost. You want to aim one shot kind of central to like start lighting up crystals, and then one a tiny bit to the right, one a tiny bit to the left, and then you back up and you do one more in the middle. And that is usually enough to cover kind of most of the area and enough crystals.
And when you say aiming for the ghost, you literally mean underneath it, as opposed to in line with it.
No. So you'll in line with it.
There we go.
What I
Okay.
mean. You want to back up a little bit. Yeah, you don't want the shot.
There's
Never
the
the shot direct.
context I needed. There we go.
Yeah. No worries. And then one a little to the left, and then one a little to the right, and then you back up and do one more. Perfect.
Ooh, nice.
Swap my weapons.
But if you're learning out of bounds techniques, it was definitely not in my book. Since out of bounders usually are the ones who find out about leaks and stuff before, and Vive usually tries to steer away from that.
I mean, look, listen, at this point, why not?
I agree.
Lumi, I'm being a bit of a derp here. What do you mean by a DSM? What does DSM mean?
It's called a DSM is a default spawn manipulation. It is basically what we're doing. So to give a little explanation on why it works is basically because I haven't moved and we just started, right? The game has me set to the default spawn, which is like that spot, quite literally where we're at. However, if you cover the spawn in enough crystals, the game gets a little confused because it doesn't know, right? It doesn't think to spawn you on top of crystals. It just wants to spawn you at the default. But it's not available, so it goes, oh, well, what do I do? Well, in this case, what happens is it sets you to the next default spawn ahead, which is at Heaven.
I see, hence why it does the thing there. Gotcha. I'm gonna just...
I was gonna say, where are my ads for Syntho? Wait! Oh, I fell. I believe. Let him know. Oh.
I hit him once.
Guardian standing.
Alright, it's okay. I'll let him know.
Oh, you're back. Thank God.
Let him know.
Cool. Man, that's so silly. Renegades have something similar to Imperial Inquisitors from the current Star Wars? I mean, look, listen, everything's possible, frankly. There's a lot of cool things we could be doing.
Vex are the real ones. The moment they got free will, they put on clothes and started gambling.
Yeah.
If that ain't real, I don't know what is.
It gives me the big vibe. It's not quite the same for obvious reasons, but it gives me the big vibe of the "be gay, do crime" meme. You know?
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
It's got
be Vex, do crime.
Yeah. It's kind of like a "be free, do crime" kind of meme in that regard. You know? It's very cool. Be Vex, do gambling. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jax.
Remember some Salvation?
Jax, thanks for the thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. I know you're the book guy, but do you think you do a video communicating to Bungie what thing they need to change in the game? I think that there's a lot of stuff that's already been said. To Dato's video is where I would go. Like, he basically does say a lot of the things I think a lot of us are actually thinking. He communicates it well. When it comes to narrative critique, I can go ahead and say some things, but like as a general rule of thumb, if I'm thinking it, most of the time, most of the community is thinking it too. Like, trust. Like, we are not alone in that regard. Yeah, I would take a look at, yeah, I take a look at everything that was just recommended by Ontos. Like, yeah. Here's the thing, when it comes to narrative stuff, I'll absolutely communicate it. When it's really egregious shit, like what's going on with Marathon, I'll absolutely make a video talking about like, hey, this is wrong. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, gang? But yeah.
There's one up here.
seconds. Let me.
Remember to pass off your corruption.
Ooh. This is by far the dumbest effing strat I've ever seen. Look at him spin, dude. He's so confused. He has no clue where to go.
Oh. He's like, what's going on? Like, what are these guys doing? Hey, why'd that hurt so much?
Vengeance mine?
Okay. You're not supposed to be like using swords.
Gives me the same vibe as the you egg stabs him. I don't know where that's from, Lumi. Also, congratulations on being freed. Ooh, I think that's a prime. Yeah, I got a prime.
Hey,
Nice.
It's the bow, and it's a 449. And whilst there are some phenomenal rolls on this, I'm very particular about bows, so that is infusion fuel right now.
Yeah. Can I get one drop at a time?
I don't think
Oh, no,
anyone
there's a second
can.
one.
I was gonna say the second one sometimes
Gotcha.
takes a second to load in here for some reason.
Hey, alright. We're actually looking pretty good for things. I'll need to go ahead and check.
I'm gonna take. I was gonna say I'm gonna take a Sorber real quick just so you can double check. But if you want to take a look at your light level and see how that's looking.
446 technically with what I have equipped, but if I throw on my actual gear, we're up at 447. So we're looking good
Perfect,
on this. We're looking good.
Well, so if you want to take a second, I can swing out and Price can hop back in. But you should be good. And now that you're 447, if you run both your conquests, the Whisper and the Delve, and obviously reminder that they are new gear and such, but like you can still run Sturm. But if you do both conquests, you should only be missing 2 pieces of armor. And if you haven't bought from Zavala this week, you can go buy those
And
for
then
whatever
that
2
will be
pieces you're missing.
500.
And then that will be
Hey.
450.
Yeah.
500, excuse me. Yeah, 450. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Luna.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, that works perfectly because I got to swing back to work. I don't know if you saw, by the way, but I'm going to be taking like a week off work soon. And I will have some
huge.
time. So if you want to
Ooh.
run anything, let me know. I am just
Super
What's up?
quickly, should we be doing Whisper? Because Lumi is saying Whisper's blights are currently bugged and do some
So-
damage.
with like it is annoying. I will say it is definitely like a bit of a frustrating point. If you want to do Delve first, see where you are after that, and maybe instead of like because Whisper's bug right now, if you feel it's a little too frustrating, just do like maybe a few fire team ops or something, right? Because there's a decent chance that just doing Delve will get you enough 450 gear that you go up like a power level or 2, and then you'll
Okay.
also get a gauge on like what pieces you're missing, right?
Yeah,
I
for
say
sure.
do both. Yeah, you can work around it. In particular, the bug right now is that blights, like the ones you have to shoot to break, are super bugged and will like kill
Just do
you in
ton
a
of
second.
damage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the workaround is to just jump on top and like break them from above with like melees or bullets or whatever. It takes a little bit, but it's not too bad. And you can work around it because there's only like 2 mandatory blights. But if you feel like it's too frustrating or you'd rather just, work around it, you would want to do Delve. And then from there, you're going to want to check and see what you're missing for 450. And you can see maybe just run like another fire team ops or 2 and see if you can drop some 450 stuff. And then you should be good.
Yeah, sure. In that case, Perez, if you're still around, jump on back in and we'll do Delve.
Absolutely. I am literally killing the left hand of destruction. I'm grabbing my loot on this caldera, and I'll join you.
Nice.
All right, perfect. In that case, I'm gonna hop back to get back to work, y'all. But hope y'all have a wonderful time.
Appreciate you,
Take
Luna.
care.
So much, Luna. You the goat.
Yep,
Friday,
no
Lunar.
problem.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
So, Ontos, I'll give you a little bit of, I'll add a little clarification on there, because there is a little nuance. You're right to call it a streak. However, the Marathon art theft one is the one that's really damning, because the other ones were instances where art was outsourced to other groups, and they're the ones that actually did the plagiarism. It still means that they should have set up a far better protocol for this stuff to happen. But, like, yeah, when it then came down to the Marathon stuff itself, yeah, that was all in-house, and that's the really egregious one. Just so you are well aware on that. But, like, yeah, there is a tiny bit of nuance to add. It's not as though it changes or redeems the entire situation, but, like, I figured I'd just throw that out there, just in case. Alright, Delve it is. Okay.
That is...
Your modifiers,
that's Avant-Garde, right?
Avant-Garde, yeah.
Yes.
And it's with Barrier and Overload champions.
Yes, that is correct. Give me what can I for barriers?
Thunderlord? That's all. Oh, is it Aviatic armor? That's all.
It's everything. You need everything to have a blue flag next to it. So right now it's your Thunderlord that's
weapons. Oh, I thought okay. I thought all exotics were good now.
Nope. That's coming in Renegades.
Well, shit. Okay.
Not just yet, Brother Harris. Not just yet.
Soon, team.
What's the one thing you hope Bungie creates a Star Wars analog for in Renegades? Ooh, that's a good question. Not 100% sure of that, to be brutally honest. I mean, I could go with some weird esoteric lore nonsense that happens in, yeah, that happens in Star Wars and just talk about that, but, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if there is any one singular thing. Force subclass? Not really. I'll be real, like, there's just a lot of overlap with stuff that already exists in Destiny. Like, a lot of the stuff to do with the Force is gravity manipulation as well as other things, and that's a very Void thing. You know, Force pull, push, even things like Force choke. Yeah, Blackheart, you actually took the one thing I was gonna say, which is Aboleth. Okay, I love that I mentioned esoteric lore thing, and that's immediately what you pulled out of the bag. But yeah, like, I'd love to see horrifying Eldritch entities, but that's just a general thing, you know? If there was more... I suppose if you really wanted to go for the most basic stuff, I hope that the Dredgen stuff that they're building turns into something where it is more of a generic... Well, not generic is the wrong word. Like, where you expand the Dredgens out into more of a structured thing. That's what I really mean by that. You know, so instead of it just being that the Dredgens themselves are, like, you know, bound up in the mystery of everything, that instead now you have a more structured idea of what's going on with them. Because, like, there's the Shadows of Yore, obviously, but they're kind of, like, potentially defunct now in narrative terms because it's been years. You have the Dredgens of Gambit, which we know Drifter was basically shitposting with that, and then you have Dredgen Bale and whatever's going on with him. So I hope that there is, like, genuinely just... I hope Bale is a character who has some kind of persistent, like, push to him, you know, where we're able to see more out of him, more out of the Dredgens. I hope that they actually do create, like, the equivalent that we've needed in Destiny for a long while. So yeah, dark, you know, dark light side / dark side power wielders, people who are evil, corrupted, light bearers. This is stuff we could use more of in the game. It adds to the great depth and moral complexity that Destiny can bring to the field, and I'd really love to see more of that. Because, like, oftentimes when you see characters that have, you know, chosen to use dark power, they're not always doing it for shits and giggles. Like, sometimes there are very dark and imposing reasons as to why that's a thing that's happened, you know? You want Mandalorian coded gear in Renegades? Fuck yeah, dude. That sounds awesome. You have 100 games to play. No! Oh my god, Lumi, no! Oh.
Why?
Stream things.
Oh,
I think.
no.
I can't remember. I think it's because of stream things and goals from the subathon, right? Welcome to the stream, Open World Addict. Yeah, oh, that sucks, Lumi. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, plus side, it's not forever. It's just 100 games, right? God, why did it get to 100? That's what I want to know.
That's, yeah.
What possibly compelled you to do that to yourself? Ah. I mean, you know, fair enough. It was a subathon goal, and that's, you know, we do crazy things for the subathon. What the f...
Sorry, that bridge was a bit more tanky than I expected.
Yeah, these guys are... Wow, okay. Well, that's not what I expected. You just tanked a few rocket side-on shots.
Oh, it's a resolute one. That makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, what do you expect to see every day out of a wretch?
Yeah, and for all my non-English speaker homies in chat, resolution, like being resolute, doesn't mean, as I thought once, to have high resolution. That's a different thing.
That is a very different thing. HD wretches, sadly not a thing. Now, unfortunately...
4K though.
4K, yeah, we do have to default to 4K, but like, it would be nice to have the choice. Sometimes you don't want the crappy 360p as though you were on YouTube in 2008. But at the same time, it would be very nice to have, you know, something that's a little bit more. Hey, Tailgate. Still sad 1313 got the axe all these years later. Yeah, it had so much potential, man. I'm right there with you. Like, will you do Star Wars lore for Destiny 2 Renegades? I will do Renegades lore for Destiny 2 Renegades. I don't know about Star Wars lore. It might be a fun... In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw it out there, gang. Would you want to see a video being like Star Wars lore that I'd love to see in Renegades? Because I do not know a lot compared to some of the actual Star Wars lore masters that are out there. But, like, Star Wars is still one of the formative games that absolutely... I say games because KOTOR, but, like, Star Wars is one of the IPs that absolutely formed my childhood and, like, defined things.
I think that's maybe a resounding yes.
Yeah, seeing a bunch of yes in the chat. Hell yeah. Yeah. It will basically also be a hilarious little excuse for me to just gush about Knights of the Old Republic. And you know what? I'll take an excuse to gush about Knights of the Old Republic. I will need to see how to reinstall it with mods on my PC, but like, yeah. Because nowadays, the copies that you get from Steam and everything are complete buggered. It is actually easier to play it on, it's now easier to play it on my phone than it is on a PC, because you need to mod things in.
I can 100% help out with that, because that's something that I like to do every couple of years, run a couple of clutter.
Consider me down, because like, yeah, navigating the maze of bullshit would be it's something I absolutely need a hand with.
100%. I'll probably go ahead and do a reinstall soon, like this weekend, to have all the information fresh, and then whenever you want.
I will let you know that is almost certainly going to be an October thing. Much
That's
like
fine.
with a lot of the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh man, God. I would be doing Darth Stargazer so dirty because it would be starting another RPG in the time when we were trying to focus on Baldur's Gate 3 again in October. But like, I'd be very tempted to just jump in and do a KOTOR playthrough in advance of Renegades because like, oh, it's so good. I miss my boy. Ugh.
It really is.
Oh, my bones. Ouchies, ouchies, ouchies.
Oh boy.
We need an Expedition 33 playthrough first. Yeah, this is the other thing too, man. Like, ugh.
Too much stuff.
Too many games, too many good games to play. I'm gonna murder this Cyclops real quick. This is kind of being an ass.
Are the chickens here?
They shall indeed be here soon. Holy Jesus. Mother of God. Skong Game of the Year? Do you mean Silk Song? There, Net? Because that's... I don't know what Skong means otherwise. That's... It must be Silk Song, right? Like, I'm not crazy. That must be.
We can only hope.
It's either that or it sounds like someone whose brain has been so reduced by gooning for so long that, like, they're basically just pudding. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna call you gooners out in chat. Ooh, jeez.
Get an elemental holy ×4. Wow.
Perez, boy right behind you. Okay, he's dead. Never mind. Why must you always drop the looking under your fridge clip, Val? What the fuck? Stop it. Get some help.
But people just want to see the world burn.
That they do. Give it ammo.
Why am I taking damage? What's happening?
Oh, do you have the standing still modifier?
Oh, because you're standing. Yeah, there is.
Maybe.
Ooh,
Hey, but my
best
funny
modifier
post.
in the game. Yeah, we love it so much. There we go. Hi, insane people. I'm Cad. Yes, welcome to the stream. You take haste over brawn any day. You know, I don't even know if it's a choice you can make, but like, I can see that choice being made. I just don't think it's in the same column of stuff.
It's not, sadly.
Yeah, if I could choose to use haste instead of brawn in that same player stakes column, I would. Oh, that would be nice. Gang, I have bad news. With this being a GM conquest, when we get to, like, 0 minutes remaining, we will lose all our revives, just so you know.
That is true and correct.
So we should try and hoof it as best we can and then play very safe.
Yep.
Star Wars for Dummies vids to prime non-fans before Renegades could bang. I really hope so, but I feel like I'd be treading over a lot of familiar ground. But then again, isn't that the point?
Oh, 1 minute.
You see, here's the other problem. The moment you sit there and ask me to explain something along the lines of anything in Star Wars, I'm going to sit there and be like, oh fuck, here comes the research. And then it's going to be like, so when you use the terms Jedi and Sith, you're actually looking at something that's a lot more complicated than just good and evil. Because both of them have codes, and both of them have interesting origin points, and according to Legends or Disney canon, like it's, you know, all of that shit is different for different reasons, you know? Like, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that could happen there, but like, yeah, I'd need to really watch out and see what's what.
But have you considered that peace is a lie and there's only passion?
Through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain power, through power I gain victory, through victory my chains are broken, the force shall free me.
Indeed.
Very
or at
Korriban
the
coded
other
of you,
end.
sir.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, Chad, I have good news. The time is up, and our rests are still here.
Oh my god, thank fuck.
I am not gonna
Cool.
question it.
No,
I am just
no.
gonna go with it.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's fine. Cool. Yeah, it's totally intended. Totally meant to happen.
Yep.
No. That's why I died, Chad. Because we have the rests. We better use them, right?
Yeah, he was doing it to prove it. He had to prove it. Had to show him. Had to let him know.
Just to show that it's not a bug. Yeah, you see, Chad? It's not a visual bug. Oh. What got me? Oh, right there.
Oh, were you standing in... You were standing in the goop.
I was standing in the goop. That was bad.
Nice try, scumbag. Bonk.
Nice.
The stuff for 789 was confusing. Yeah, so here's the good thing and the bad thing. The concepts of Star Wars, especially stuff explored in 789, is not really going to be super relevant to Renegades generally. I think it's going to be much more important to learn about the universe. Bad news, I will not be able to explain anything that's going on in 789 for you. Good news, with a general understanding, you'll do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it would be really cool to be able to like jump in and do stuff there. Also, I'm gonna ask for any resident fellow Star Wars nerds, Sith, Jedi, and Grey Jedi codes. I'm not sure on the Grey Jedi one because I'm not sure if that is actually canon, because that I've definitely not looked into. But are the Sith and Jedi codes as expanded on in Knights of the Old Republic actually canon to Disney canon? Because
I don't know.
Because, like, I'm relatively sure that they are, but, like, I'm not 100% clear on it, you know? Oh, I fucked it up. Yes! Oh, that's great. I'm so glad to hear that. You have honestly no idea how glad I am to hear that. That's actually huge. We still have champs back here, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Allow me to try to get... I need to get a kill with my sidearm, ideally.
Oh, you exterminate?
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, never mind.
Ah, it's these fellas. Oh, fuck off. Jesus. Okay. We will go to orbit if you die, Perez, just so you know.
I'm up.
Unless I'm crazy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go. Just so you're very aware. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Don't drop into the middle. There's so much shit.
Oh, okay. I have my overcharge again. I have like my power back. It's not unlimited, but it is almost unlimited.
It is power.
I cleared out a good chunk of stuff in the middle.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah, the chickens deserve a little respect.
Yeah. The chickens shall only be attacked with grapple nades from what I'm seeing.
I mean, this boy literally just ate my Nova and tanked it
Yeah,
to the base.
100%.
So like,
Yeah.
you know.
Alright, down.
We brought up Sith alchemy. Is Sith alchemy a thing, Rat in the Teacup? I'd love to hear if that is. See there. Thank you, Crimson Samurai. That's what I was wondering, because I'd heard that there was, like, a fan-made concept with regards to it, but I didn't know how far that perpetuated itself. Like, you see Grey Jedi robes in KOTOR 2 as well, but, like, I didn't know how real that was within the actual canon of, like, the current iteration, so to speak. For those who don't know, Star Wars has two canons. There's the canon when, like, everything was originally as was, which is the Star Wars Legends canon, and then there's the Disney Star Wars canon, where they basically made it so that only things that they have made and the original films and some bits and pieces here and there are actually part of the quote-unquote Disney canon, which has made covering the lore a little bit more confusing, because, yeah, you now have to differentiate between what happened in Legends and what happened in the Disney verse, so to speak. Sith alchemy is the science that others might deem unnatural, so it's literally the stuff that was going on with Plagius and Sidious and whatnot.
Get those orbs.
Oh, teleported chicken. Teleported chicken.
Yep. Yeah. I'm backing that ass up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just jump over in this direction. And
it's underneath us here. Oh, yeah. Hello.
How are you?
You son of a bitch.
There you go.
There we go.
That's much
Get
better.
eaten.
No.
There's a thing for Revan in Last Jedi, so he's still canon. Yeah, in some respect. I was so glad when they at least made that little nod and said, yes, this part of Old Republic canon is correct. It was like, oh my fucking god, if they'd decanonized Revan, I would have rioted. Like, legitimately, you guys don't understand who Revan is if you haven't done any stuff with Star Wars, but like, he is a phenomenal character. He's just, fuck, he's so cool. Like, I won't say more, because if we're actually going to go ahead and do a KOTOR playthrough, Lord knows you're going to figure out some stuff about Revan. Like, the KOTOR games deal a lot with the consequences of Revan's actions and stuff like that. I'd very much love to go ahead and expand more on it.
There we go.
Nice. George Lucas vetoed it, though? What do you mean? Oh, he was going to make an appearance in Clone Wars. That's what was vetoed. Yes, no, 100%. Ooh, tier 5 mint. Holy shit.
Mint team, so did I.
Oh, my roll is total fucking ass for the most part, but like, whatever, it's fine.
Bait and switch.
Oh, congrats, bro. Fuck yeah.
Stats for all, bait and switch. All right, we'll take it.
Oh my goodness.
Were you able to?
I'll need to check in a second.
What do you say, Chad? Have Bive joined? Has Bive joined us?
No, definitively not. But like, yeah. Hang on. Let me return to orbit real quick here. Do the thing.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure most of that shit went to my postie, so yeah, give me a moment.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know I got the tier 5 mint, which is nice, but also, like, damn. Ooh, tier 5 Theodolite as well. Tier 5 boots. Yeah, we can afford to infuse some Bushido. I know it's tier 5, but fuck it. Fuck it, we ball.
Start it.
Ooh, do we keep this? It does have spikes, but it doesn't have the other perks I think I'd want for a damage roll on this Theodolite. We're about to be able to get tier 5s on a semi-regular basis too, so like I think we can afford to infuse this.
Yep.
You're not gonna play... You're not gonna put me in Gambit? That's just rude. Thank you so much, Lumi. I greatly appreciate you, like, keeping my sanity and mental health in mind for that. I really do.
That's a rough one right there.
Sylph Alchemy Sorcery is what they call Darkside Magic. It's... Okay, yeah. It's the whole Vitiate Tenebrae stuff that's in KOTOR. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, did not know about that, but that's also because much as I love KOTOR and KOTOR 2, I've actually ever played SWOTOR. So, yeah, I might need to go ahead and do that at some point.
Oh, SWOTOR. Oh. The original campaign from SWOTOR is so good.
Right. Okay, guys.
Go back to the fire team. What you got?
Do we want to give Whisper a go?
We can for sure.
Yeah, we can try that out.
Just acknowledging that we can't jump into the blights and need to go from above because bad things.
Yeah, the blights and also the poopers are definitely going to be
It's going to be bad on that front. Also be aware it will be unstops and overloads, so we should be prepared accordingly. Are we good to go?
There we go. So up to that. Okay, I'm ready.
With Whisper, just avoid the blights. The first one is fine, but after that it's shite. Got it. Cool. Luna was saying something earlier about how you can jump on top of the blights to damage them, but like... Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, usually like blight, if you jump on top of the orb, that's outside of their field. But
you can still hit them. Cool. I'm
you
gonna pull us to orbit real quick. I'm gonna realize that I'm a dingus and I threw 2 special ammo weapons on. I'll be 1 sec. Because yeah, I have Unfallen Mint Retrograde on currently, which is great, but like, indeed. I think that means I might start with 0 ammo. No, I do have ammo. You know what? Sod it. Let's give this a go. Fuck it. I have a mostly ability-based build anyway. Let's see what's what. Don't fall. Yee. The classic fuck it, we ball. Yes, indeed. Nope. Who fucking... Son of a bitch!
I was behind you.
No, you fuck!
Was it me?
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm so sorry.
I was on perfect track for it and then just bonked off course by something. What the fuck?
This fucking hunter.
Swear to God, man.
These
I'm staying away from both of you.
I'm sorry. We definitely are flying up
Literally as it was saying. Yeah. Literally as it was saying, you are alone as well. How appropriate.
You are...
The game was like, am I really alone?
Spike, give me a sec. Let him fall. Now he's alone. Now he's alone. Cool. So I'm pretty sure it's locked loadouts, right? Yeah, it is. Damn, I should have equipped hatchling on the thing, since seeing as now it can spawn 2 threadlings, which is insane. Love that they made that change, by the way. That's a really cool change for an enhanced perk.
Yeah.
Dude, I like enhanced hatchling with the new warlock like spawning artifact support is looking like a very interesting summon an army, enjoy an army build kind of thing.
Another one of your Star Wars takes is that Rebels is an extremely underappreciated show. I liked Rebels for what it did. I think that the arc with Maul in particular, God, I just fucking absolutely adore that shit.
Yep.
Partly just because, like, whenever Maul is on screen, he just eats the whole fucking meal. Like, he's so good.
He really is great.
Speaking of Maul, I
What
was
do you-
freaking
okay.
all spoiled.
Hold on a sec. Lumi Gem, what are you saying about the news? I'm very confused as to that, but it sounds as though it's something big. What in the world is going on with you two? You silly geese. Also, I'm not afraid of calling it out because, yeah, you guys are talking about it openly in my Twitch chat, so, like, I have to imagine that it's not that secret. You have news. Scheming. Okay. Oh my god, guys, are they dating? Guys, I think they like each other. Yeah, that's fine. Keep your secrets, you silly geese.
I'm gonna leave that. I don't know how I survived what I survived. Actually, I have a very funny cleave vibe that I don't think I have shown you of me golden gunning myself during our reclaim.
Yeah. That was...
I don't think I've seen that, no.
Yeah, well, apparently the reward, like, shield, the ones that are around the chests in each area and at the end, those act as barriers. And if you're lining yourself up as a hunter in just the right angle, you might end up golden gunning yourself.
Oh no. Right, I was wondering exactly what it was that was doing that.
Oh god! I got launched into it and I died.
Oh no. Do you think they'll do something with Presage when Renegades comes out, considering all the references to that mission? I don't know. We'll have to see. Are we okay with me taking a moment when we've cleared some ads and then seeing if I can use a res to potentially clear up light by standing on top of it?
Yeah, I agree.
I say use a res just in case, but like, you get my drift.
I do, yeah.
Holy Jesus, not if I die to whatever the fuck was hitting me there. What was doing so much damage? Is these assholes? Yeah, it is these assholes. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Okay, so you can do it, but you need to not fucking slide off of it. Otherwise it is incredibly bad. Do not get my res. I mean a blight.
Oh, Kershaw.
Ah. Alright.
You guys mind if I use one to practice this one more time really quickly?
Go for it.
Absolutely go.
Andor was fire. We need to finish season 2. Yeah, Andor, love that shit.
Oh,
Andor was great.
I need to start season 2. I didn't watch it yet.
No
I'm gonna
spoilers
start
for
on this
anybody
one
in chat, but like Andor is the shit.
Oh, nice, right?
Yeah, I realize now I can't really instantly kill them because I have 2 rocket weapons and I'll stop damaging myself if I do that. So like, yeah, it's not perfect on my end of things, but like it is possible. You just need to
You can really
take
them
your
too.
time.
Okay.
date.
You not. Andor made quite a few Legends things canon. Oh, what did you make canon on, Toss? I didn't know that. Like, I know there's some things that, like, appear as references in the one shop, but, like, yeah. That, I don't think is a huge spoiler, because that's a thing that's been in Season 1 as well. Hearing my swear is like hearing my granddad swear, who I didn't hear swear for the first 30 years of my life. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I have to admit that I haven't watched Andor at all, because I don't know. There came a point with the Star Wars like Disney's interpretation of Star Wars that I was just, I don't know, felt that it was definitely not being done with soul and just becoming a money, like a cash grab. Like, let's see how many, let's see what funny thingy we can design so that they are gonna be buying, like, purchasing plushes of at some point. But with that being said,
oh, we need to go
I've heard
this
amazing
flight,
things
by
from
the way.
Andor. Yep.
Yeah,
The first one.
Andor is very much not the same as the other Disney
Yeah.
canon
Oh,
stuff. Like,
1,000%, yeah.
Andor is a cut above. He's being a bit of a cunt to the actress is still my favorite thing you've said. Hey. Yeah, Alistair, I'm gonna let you know. That's not where I'm at, but thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Some of, like, the shows, this is where I'm starting to sit
You okay,
regarding
Ares?
Star Wars these days. Oh my god.
I didn't realize my bow.
It's
thingy.
explosive.
Yeah. Oh,
Ares, no!
it's from me up here.
Okay, let's try this now again with a little bit less death, and let's also remember that when we go through here, unstops will spawn behind us.
Behind us. Yep.
So yeah, I'll go and proc the things. You guys just go ahead and stay here.
Yep.
God, look at these idiots. Shooting at a threaded spectre.
Yep.
Wait, there's an upcoming Maul series? What?
What? Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is. Yep.
What? I had no idea that was a thing. Holy fuck, sign me the fuck up. Is that like, that's animated as opposed to live action, or is it live action?
I believe it's animated.
Okay, cool.
But I don't have to double check.
Either way, like, I'm down for either, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. It's animated? Okay.
Okay.
Alright, gang, we ready?
Yes.
Yeah. I am in need of special ammo.
It's okay, because we're about to hit a flag when we clear these ants.
True.
Ooh, screep!
Oh god. Jesus.
Alright, flag, then we hit the boxes.
You just going one at a time?
Yeah, one at a
We
time.
can-
Let's not fuck with
Okay,
this,
yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell that I've been playing.
I really like that,
Bloomer.
actually.
What do you really like?
The boxes, it's like, okay, hey, like, we can kind of pick
You
how we
can-
want to.
Yeah,
Play
the
the fight.
ability to choose your encounter strength and situation. That's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do, man? Oh, hit him with it.
As has been said many a time by good Sir Ham, let him know.
Let them know. Yep. Real and true.
Second box.
Let's get this middle one.
No revives, no revives, no
Oh,
revives.
fuck. Okay.
Okay, it did it for this one. Interesting.
That's weird. Be aware, by the way, as we go on, lights will start forming in this place, so just be very,
Yes.
very careful. Fuck that random taken vandal over there.
Yep.
Stop that guy.
Oh, he's so low. Okay. Nice.
Let's clear some of these ants before we hit final box.
Mm-hmm.
You Minotaur think you're just like the enemies here. Wow.
Right.
Okay. Think we do it up.
Yeah, let's hit it. What activities am I doing? Currently we're doing Grandmaster Conquests. This one in particular is the Whisper, where there is a nasty bug. It means that if a blight spawns, you can't go inside it because it will do so much damage because it's overscaled.
Gotcha, brother.
Ideally, if you see me punching an at, allow me to get it so that I can get my combo blow.
Yeah.
Be aware, blights are about to spawn.
Lights. Yep.
Yeah.
So just be very, very careful here. We really want to not fuck around with this.
Yep.
Sadly, I also don't know completely where they spawn, so good luck.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't get fucked by things. Which is sadly a possibility. It might actually be that it spawns when it gets to half. I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah.
but,
Oh, actually, yeah.
It is
does,
when it gets to have. Whoa.
Oh. The floor is starting to change. Ads are a couple of the wolf walls.
Little shadow boys. There we go.
Yep.
Alright, lights are up.
Oh, Perez, there's one right on top of you. Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Not sure if I cracked the wizard's shields there, but hopefully I did. If there is, there'll be tech sec blind.
Right.
Huge. There we go.
Oh god. Oh no.
Easy there, Ares.
He just
You got
pushed
this,
me
bud.
back. I couldn't.
Nice.
Oh,
Good save, though. Good save. Good save.
Yeah.
Oh, Nova Bomb. Yes. Fuck you.
Oh,
bitch.
nice.
Oh, well done. Good job, gang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see. Well, I guess these are probably tier 5s, the glowing ones.
Yeah.
I usually just associate them with primes.
Okay. Right. All right, gang. This might be it. This might be time.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a little look-see. Ooh, and a tier 5 lionfish.
Oh.
Yes, that one I think like the loot pool for the conquests is fixed.
Is the pinnacle? Oh, it's as in you will always get the same ones. I see.
Exactly. That's why Lunar was saying that you hitting these two should leave you 2 things away.
Let's see. Okay, let's go to the tower in that case, really quickly, so we can figure this out. Holy shit, gang, we might be about to do it.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, I know, I got the C- for being in frickin' orbit. Just let me launch the thing. Launch back. Ah! Oh my god, Lumi. A cat. You are now the proud owner of a Bingus. Oh my goodness, congratulations on becoming a cat mom. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you two. You have a little bean. Oh. You have a tiny bean. That's so wonderful. Yeah, congratulations. You sent a picture? Oh my god. Oh, look at them. They're a little tuxedo kitty. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so lovely. And their name is Rolo. Oh my god. With socks. Jam, Lumi, am I allowed to go ahead and show the picture? You can totally say no, it is entirely within your domain, because this is one of your images, and I wouldn't want to share this on stream. Unless you guys, said yes. But, like, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, we've got permission, gang. Yeah.
Let's go.
Look at this little bean. It's one of my favorite things we do on stream is take a look at cat pictures. You know? Just intermission for cat pictures. Look at the socks! Look at the little socks! Oh. They're so lovely. Look at them. Oh, goodness.
Also, like the half mustache.
Yeah. He's got like a tiny... It is kind of like a stripe. It's got like a zebra stripe.
Oh, so cute.
Ah, the beans are so wonderful. Congratulations, you two. Little milk tash. Yes, it totally is. Okay, let's see what's what. So we have 450 in all our weapons. So we need just a helmet and a bond from Zavoo, and then we're good. Oh my god, yes. It's time, gang.
Let's go.
It's time.
I've always been a believer in
Zero
this.
earlier. Here's 0 in the tower.
Ah. Welcome to that glorious, glorious place where we finally cross the threshold. Hallelujah. Ah.
Let's freaking
Indeed.
go.
Nice. Thank you so much for the help, guys.
Absolutely, buddy.
Hey, we did nothing, honestly.
That's
was all you.
factually completely incorrect, but okay. Factually, you know that this is lies. How dare you sell yourself short?
Factually, we made this more fun. That's what matters.
The agreement was after subathon things, but after Lumi did so well, you said fuck it. Hey, good for you two, man. Good for you two. And tier 5s now are a thing. Oh, thank goodness. I will say though, gang, I am probably going to jump on out because now that we have reached there, I'm also at that place where I need other things to get done. I have more writing that I need to do. At some point, I may end up taking a break and doing some other stuff, but like it will not be on stream because I'm trying to dedicate some time to getting some stuff done. That being said,
100%.
Yeah, that being said, later if there's stuff going on, I may hit you two up. But Aries, Perez, and 10, if you're still listening in the background, thank you all so much for jumping in on stream.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
Anytime. Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Oh,
You take
okay,
care, buddy.
gang. Adios.
Take care, chat. Bye bye.
Hey, Alistair in Wonderland, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Have a good day, Mr. Busy Streamer Man. It's going to be Mr. Busy YouTuber Man tonight. I'm going to be writing some more of the big Destiny Rising video that I was looking at. Yeah, that being said, gang, we're going to find someone to raid. And we're going to send you on so that you can continue this party in someone else's house. You do not have to go to bed, but you do have to leave, is the phrase that I think someone once said to me. Ooh, can we infuse this into our better lionfish? I think we can. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, I prefer this too because it's got control burst and it's got the rhyme stealer chill clip thing. Doesn't have lead from gold, but like, can't be perfect. Perfection ever shifting goal, can chase, can never catch. Hello, Omi. Okay, right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. And in fact, you know what, I am going to see about who is live over on Twitch. But if you're on YouTube, stream is going to end here. Thank you so much. And I will catch you all very soon. If you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere. If you're on YouTube, I will see you all at some point very soon. We need to continue more Destiny Rising stuff for the video. There will inevitably be video stuff. I'm going to make sure we get a video out for tomorrow, but then it's going to be that. It's going to be me for the week. So yeah, we'll catch you all very soon. And if you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're going to see who we're raiding in just a little bit. Say hi to Andy for us. Oh, you're all going to suffer through Andy with me. Trust. Don't you worry. Oh boy. It's absolutely going to be a thing. Yeah. Let's take a look. See who's in the Destiny directory. By the way, gang, 4 hours on the dot. Almost. Yeah, duration, 3 hours, 50